I hope we are. Please be in the right live. Yes, we are. Okay, good. All right, guys, I'm trying to get in the right live. I just want to talk first about this crazy... I'm in the right live. Look at that. First time. Yeah. Tinder date of... what's his name's? Bryan Kohberger's, which is so fake. And again, I am shocked. I shouldn't even be shocked about somebody that I thought was legitimate, who's definitely not legitimate anymore, who has plenty of subscribers and views, is out there with this story that this is Bryan's Tinder date and taking this woman seriously. I watched this video last night. This woman claims that she met him on Tinder. They went back to her apartment. She started getting a weird vibe, pretended she was sick, so he went home. She dodged a bullet. She talks about texts that he sent her. Yeah, really? First thing I would say, let me see your text. Show me your phone. Let me see your text. Let me guess. You deleted them. You got rid of them. There's no trace of them. Right, lady? You looking for your 15 minutes? You know what? People like you taking up time should be arrested. That's simple as that. If you think this lady is legitimate, I'm going to put a poll up. By now, you've probably heard this. It's absolutely disgusting that anybody's even giving airtime to this, but let's see what happens. Okay. Money over morals. Time and time again with these creators. Money over morals. It's like that Amanda that came forward that she met Chris Watts on, might have been Tinder or might have been Bumble. I don't remember the dating app it was. It was fake. So was the other guy that came forward and said he had a homosexual relationship with Chris Watts. That was fake. It's just ridiculous. And until these people start getting charged, they're not going to stop doing this crap. The people that came and said they picked up Bryan laundry, right? And they talked all about his hiking boots and this and that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fake. These people are trying to get ahead on their TikToks by doing this and figuring, well, no one's going to find out. It's my word against theirs. And then you've got the creators that are coming going with the story like it's facts. That's right, Judy. 15 seconds selling their soul. Just evil. They think, this is... I'll use this for my advantage here. Hi, Christina Ferrari. Hi, Captain Lee Fan. Hi, Whisper to Me. Margot Stronsney. Hi, Ann Rose. Hi, Linda. Judy. Hi, Chris Ree. Whisper to Me. Cato. Deborah Van. Who else? Let's see.
Hey, Sean.
Okay, so we've got... So, let's see. 29% are thinking that this lady is legit. That's sad. It's really sad. Hi, Teresa W.
Clout Chasing 3.0.
Yeah, I can tell you, 28% there. So more people lock in their votes, please, on this. This is... there we go. Now we're... %. That's scary. That is scary. 31%. We're getting more that believe that this person... this scares me. This scares me for the juries. This scares me. Really scares me how gullible people are. Where is the text? She has one thing to prove this. A text. Did anybody see her? Anybody that believes this, What are you basing it on? Did you see a text? Did you see a text? You didn't, because it doesn't exist. If she was legitimate, she wouldn't even be speaking because of the gag order. She'd be a witness. They would tell her not to speak. They would have checked her phone. They would have seen that she was on a Tinder app. They would have verified this. This woman has never even spoken to the police. Her story is ridiculous. Now we just need the, what's the next one? Because they seem to be following a playbook, so we'll have another Trent Bolte. What? Detailing his homosexual affair that he had with Bryan, right?
Right. That'll be next.
And he met his kids, and they were going to get married, and it was really he's crushed. Yeah, Karma Sutra, lies, lies, more lies, and now,
Yes.
this Jennifer Coffendorfer,
Yes.
ex-FBI agent. Hi, Al, we're live. I'm just telling them about the Tinder.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm trying to get on.
You're on with us. You're on.
No, I'm trying to get on the chat.
Oh, the chat? Okay. So Jennifer Coffendorfer, when Gabby Petito case was going on, she used to give commentary with Brian Enton on News Nation. Used to think she was pretty up there, okay? About a week ago, she did something pretty questionable about, throwing out fake profiles of Bryan, or I think that's what it was, something like that. I can't even remember. There's so much crap floating around. Well, a few minutes ago, she's out there. Let me show you what she's yammering on about. Let's pull up her tweet, because it looks like she's trying to maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen her on with Brian Enton in a while. I don't know whether they're pulling ahead of her and she needs to get some clout or something. So she's going to do a little cliffhanger tonight. And her little cliffhanger is, hang on, give you her little cliffhanger. She's getting just as bad as some of these YouTube people. Like, oh, this is what I think it might be. You decide. Well, I didn't say that, but I said you decide. Okay, so what she did is, let me get Jennifer up here. She's saying that, here we go, Jennifer. Let's see what Jennifer's saying tonight on Twitter. Leaving everybody with a little cliffhanger. Okay, so she is here saying, significant, combined with verbiage in recent rulings, something is amiss. Look at all the hashtags. Really? Something's amiss. So what she's saying is that this search warrant here, you see, something is going on here, that she's only seen this ever done, this where it says the matter in this investigation stage, and while criminal charges have been brought, those charges are not yet publicly known. Well, no shite, Sherlock, because this was December 29th, filed on December 30th, and the arrest warrant was not issued. So of course that stuff wasn't known. How stupid. And, okay, so this is December 29th. They're talking about his arrest warrant. They hadn't even arrested him at this point. It's talking about Bryan's arrest. Now, just watch. It says, while charges have been brought, those charges are not yet publicly known. Premature public disclosure of the details of this law enforcement investigation will create a serious and imminent threat to effective law enforcement. Of course, they hadn't arrested the guy yet, and could result in the premature end of this investigation, which could create a threat to public safety. How stupid is everybody? Well, I think, in my opinion, pretty much. Even people, now watch this, okay? Jim Rogers, former police investigator, 40 years, semi-retired. They're saying that, oh, this means co-conspirators. Yeah, okay, and this lady looked this up and she said, oh, look, this is what it means. Well, guess what? She then says then they start bringing up, oh boy, could this be why? And they bring up a WSU investigation from July. This guy had relations with somebody on WSU property. It has nothing to do with this, except that he did that, okay? They're bringing this in. People are just going crazy, okay? Now look at this. This person says they've been a PI for 18 years and they've reviewed many warrants and have worked on murder cases and never seen anything like this. Wow. Really? Oh my goodness. What do you think it could mean? I can only speculate that whatever was found was so graphic that law enforcement doesn't want it public. Either that or they are following the ID gag order. Very odd. That's funny, since the gag order was after this. Okay. So in your professional opinion, what does this mean? Okay, and then she says she's going to look into it more tomorrow. Well, she's got to leave them with that cliffhanger, right? I've lost all respect, all of it. It's gone. She says she's going to go look into it tomorrow. And then people are like, don't leave us hanging. Don't leave us hanging. Okay? How stupid is this? I just want to write, I wrote something on the Tinder lady last night, okay? About the person that was reporting that, to how crazy it is. This, and none of these people are saying what it is. They're bringing up other things. They're off to the freaking races. They probably found additional DNA evidence from a different source on the bedding. They now have a witch hunt for the roommates. You don't even know how far this is going now. And this was only dropped 2 hours ago. The people are going crazy in here. And this is exactly what this woman has incited. She brought this up. Looking at this closer tomorrow, but usually there's only one reason for this sort of language. And you know what she's going to do tomorrow? Oh, well, yeah, that was based on his arrest. Yeah, it was filed December 29th. Okay, well, I was wrong. Too bad. But she's got how many people that flocked to her Twitter account? How many people that followed her? That's the game she's playing. I'm done with her now. Done. That's done. So you have the Tinder crazy thing that people are sitting here believing, and now you've got an ex-FBI agent that used to have some credibility, now that's completely sold herself out. You've got the creators on YouTube that don't really need to do crap stuff. They don't need to compromise their morals for money, but they do it now because they have none. They've proved it. They think, oh, I'm going to get this at any case. It's not going to come back and bite them. I guarantee you it'll come back and bite you. Yes, it will. It's sick. Sick. Oh, people are already harassing family members. They're already going after the roommates. They're already posting fake pictures. They're stalking the roommates. Even though the family has asked, please don't attack the roommates. Nobody can wait. We're going to go on a witch hunt. We got our bullhorns. So let me get back to the chat.
I think this lady has power and she's using it. She thinks she has power.
Oh yeah. And I guarantee you, I haven't seen her commentating with Brian Enton or News Nation, so maybe she feels slighted, and so she's trying to grab some clout while she can by putting this crap out there. And it's really nuts. And 35% of you think that Tinder date is real. Okay, I'm scared. I hope it's the trolls watching us and not anybody that really is part of the community. It reminds you of the Watts case. Yeah, Sassy, we're just waiting on the guy to come out from a Grindr account, right? That hooked up with Brian. And they were planning on getting married, and he was meeting him in Montana. And they've been together for 2 years, and Brian can't come out to his family, and that's really the reason he moved out to Washington. Anybody could write this stuff. Okay? It's so... I love the one, a source that wants to be anonymous. Yeah. This guy... see how easy it is? This guy told me he's been having a relationship with him for 2 years now, and that's the whole reason he moved out there. Everybody's wondering why he moved out there. That's the reason. The guy lives out there, and they just, they've been meeting up. He's been flying in to Pennsylvania because he had a job over there. It's where he met him in that brewery that he goes to, right? They met each other. It's why he's so... he seems so angry because he can't come out to his parents because they never accept him. And we'll wait for that one, right? Yeah. It's the insider. Remember the insider that saw Chris Watts and Nikki? Remember they pretended they had these guys over in the UK who didn't even know anything about the site, put these big checkpoints and said that the guy was sitting up there in the tower that didn't even exist. And that these oil fields, he was saying that, he could see them. And people are, and I remember the first day I saw that, I said, oh my gosh, this guy's going to lose all of his viewers. And everybody's going to say, what the heck are you talking about? But it was the opposite. Everybody was like, oh my gosh. Even though they knew that they didn't have any towers like that. And they weren't these checkpoints. This was like a cattle field. People are, like it's P.T. Barnum, right? A sucker born every minute. It's ridiculous. People don't know how to think anymore. They can see it over and over, and they can see all these frauds be exposed, and they can see all these fraudulent YouTubers, and yet it'll happen right away again, and it doesn't even raise a red flag.
And what's weird is there's all kinds of other cases out there they could be covering.
Yep. And you don't have to, they're of the thing now, you know what? There's no updates. I'm going to make them. I'm going to make breaking news on this case. I'm going to make it. And it's really sad. And it's sad that more people don't see it. Because every time I see something like that, I'm like, well, I'm going to click on that. And someone's going to be like, oh my gosh, that's from his arrest.
Yeah.
Just look at the dates. But people just, I don't know, they so want there to be some craziness. Remember how many people believed some guy from upstate New York that said there was going to be an imminent arrest of Nicole Kessinger? Remember that one?
Yep.
Yeah, and that was how long after the case was shut? And he raised money for a billboard. No wonder he was in upstate New York politics, right? He raised money and people gave him money for a billboard to put up about her arrest. And he promised them that he had inside information that he was talking to somebody in Colorado and that there was going to be an arrest in the next 2 weeks. And it was all fake. And people still gave him money. And people are over there. This Australian guy, he's promising them that there's all this information and he's going to have all these arrests made while he's sitting over there in Australia. Yeah, he knows everything that's going on, and he knows all of this inside information. And everybody's clamoring over there thinking that's the case. He's laughing all the way to the bank. And the other one is now covering this case, guy in the UK, and he's already making a mockery of it. And then the creators that cut their teeth on the Gabby Petito case and the Rodney case, they're making up lies about this case. They're throwing the Tinder thing out there because they just can't say, well, let me be okay. There's plenty I can discuss. I have a good audience. It's fine, right? I have a good audience. It'll be fine. Nope. Let me throw out some crap.
More clicks, more views.
I'm not cynical about everything, Damon. I'm not. I'm a natural questioner. I'm from New York. Well, I'm from New Jersey, from New York, close enough. But been in New York a long, long time. And I think I have a pretty good sense of when something is crap. And that Tinder date would have showed a text. Okay, she said there was a text. Why isn't she shown it? Let me guess. She deleted it. But if she truly was, the police would have talked to her, and she would have her information, at which time they would have told her, don't go forward on your TikTok. We've seen it all before, Damon. It's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It's an easy way for people, especially on this TikTok thing. They sit there and they just say, oh, I had a date with so-and-so, and then they get followers. They did it with laundry all over, and they're doing it again, and they'll do it with the next one.
They say something one day, and everybody goes to sleep, and then the next day we all wake up, the internet has taken that one tidbit of information and splattered it everywhere, and it's horrible.
And it's, show the proof. If it was real, she would have shown it. It's, stupid. It's just dumb. And it's easy to prove. Where's his Tinder profile? Show us a picture of that. Show us yours. Show us where you went on that date. Show us your text messaging. No, won't show any of it. She'll sit in her car and say she's socially awkward while she's making a Tinder video to report something that's fake. No, I think that just makes you a liar and a fraud. What happened? It's the garbage. Yeah, I don't know. I just. Yeah, it's a cesspool. It's, Tinder. TikTok. TikTok is probably the worst thing that's ever happened to true crime. I don't know what, I don't think it's impacted the sewing community or something, but I think it's the most impact is on the true crime community. Probably entertainment too, maybe they say that they know, I don't know. But see, entertainment they probably wouldn't, because that's the whole thing. If they started talking like crap about celebrities, that they get the lawyers on it immediately. But this kind of stuff, they figure, okay, no, until they start to get charged. And that's for interfering with an investigation, for false, reporting. We'll wait till, because they're going to then, okay, we have to interview this, like they had that Amanda that said she was with Chris Watts, and it was nothing but a bunch of crap. And Trent Bolt. They wasted time. Tammy Lee and Detective Coder had to go in there and interview that guy.
Nice catch, Jimmy.
and it was just crazy. So, no. Other than that, I guess there's other creators on the witch hunt that are calling out Dylan and freaking out about that. Until we have more, families asked, please don't do it. Nobody can respect it. Oh, okay. Okay, Slam Moran. And he goes back on the 12th. He'll probably enter his plea then. It's going to be not guilty, and we'll see what happens. That's really early in the morning, right? I think it's 8:30 their time for them. I think it is his court date. Let me check. It was originally a little bit later, but then they made it earlier. Let me see. And I don't know, they may just probably do the same thing where they can go in the courtroom, but they won't be able to live tweet and everything. I have W2 Scooters here.
Got her.
Let's see.
Hey, Scooter.
Hello, Scooter.
Hey, how are you?
Do you believe the
Hey,
Tinder?
Scooter.
Do you believe the Tinder lady?
I voted yes that I
Scooter.
don't. Yes, that I don't believe it.
Oh, wait, yes, that I don't believe it. Is that?
Yeah, isn't that how it was?
What did I don't know. Let me go back. What did let me see.
Because I don't
Do you
believe.
believe it's true? Yes or no?
So you put yes, and that means you believe it's true.
No, I don't.
Well, then you should have voted no. So you're skewing the vote.
Scooter.
Maybe that's what's wrong with the poll.
I don't
I'm
even
kidding.
see the poll anymore.
I'm kidding. I put no. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Oh,
It closed out.
really?
I put
Oh,
no.
maybe I closed it out. Maybe. Okay, I don't even see. All right. Hi, Annie
That's
B.
so ridiculous. I've seen that all over the place. I wouldn't even watch it.
And what about this FBI agent now? I mean, this is like insane.
Yeah.
Everybody's desperate to get on there.
I'm gonna make an account and become. I'm gonna say that he was one of my fans on OnlyFans.
It'd be like he was like writing to me constantly. I mean, anybody can do it. He asked me, hey, what about this murder? What about that murder? And I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna say he was sending me the little golden tubs. Why not? Hey, I'm gonna join in.
Well, I mean, it's so crazy, and people literally believe anything. I'd like to do seriously like a social experiment where I would tell everybody, like law enforcement and stuff, I'm just doing a social experiment, seeing how many, when is it going to be over the top that they'll say, no, that's not true, right? How far would they go that people are going to be believing it?
Right.
Because some of the stuff,
Want a radish, honey?
no, thank you. Some of the
You
stuff,
guys want a radish?
Hi, Jimmy.
Anybody want a radish?
no, I
We're
think
good.
Have
everybody's
some in
good.
the fridge.
Ready to eat?
All right, let me see one. I just want to, is it really hot?
No. Anybody this one?
No,
Hi.
It has to be hot.
Jimmy.
I just want
Hi,
a
Jimmy.
tiny little thing like that.
Hi. Oh, hi. Hi, Scooter.
Hi.
Hi, Ellie. I don't know you. I know
You know
Nicole.
Ellie. She's
I
the
do?
one that's here all day.
Okay.
Hi.
Elle.
Hi. Raindrops. Granny?
That's Sharon.
Grandma.
Sharon.
Catherine's iPad. Hi. My video reel.
Yeah.
Joseph. Hi, Joseph.
And Nikki.
Yes, sir.
Nicole,
I
she's
saw
probably
Nicole.
sleeping. And Marigold.
And Marigold. Hello, everybody.
Marigold.
That's what it says.
Marigold. Hi,
Margot.
Kalani.
Is she awake? Maybe she,
She's awake. Yeah.
I was going to say maybe she worded herself a little,
Yeah.
What do you think of the radishes, honey?
It's all right.
Hmm?
It's okay.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Hi, Elena W.
See you, Jimmy.
A rumor goes around the world before the truth gets out the door. Exactly, Slim RN. Teresa W. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you.
And oh, hi,
That's all I know how to
LMW.
be.
And hello everybody in the chat. And hello everybody who's just watching. And hello trolls and just hello everybody.
Hello,
Yeah.
world.
Be good tonight. Be good tomorrow too.
But no, I would like to see like when they would, because I think I probably, if I had to craft a good story, I could, because I have a creative mind.
Same
So.
here, you know I do.
And just see. I mean, these people, it's nuts.
Me and that Bryan 4 years ago, we spent 4 amazing hours at the Four Seasons.
Right, like, see, I could have you on. We have an insider tonight on, and his name is Paul. Paul, are you on the line? I could. I have a...
Yes, I'm here.
And you say you met him? When?
I did.
Yeah, see,
Oh, it was so marvelous.
it's so
It was
easy.
the most grandest lobby we met in. He was so handsome. The way he looked at me.
Yeah, an insider. Like, it's like candy from a baby, these insiders, right? I have an insider on. He can't give his identity. He's only agreed to speak under anonymity. So we've disguised his voice, and he'll be behind the black curtain. Oh my gosh. It's so
We got a
crazy.
super chat, and I don't know if you saw
I said it, yeah. I thank you.
Chat. I wasn't in chat before. Just saying hi, and hi, Sean.
Oh, here comes somebody. Maybe it's another insider.
Oh, I think it is Carolyn.
Carolyn, did you also see Elle's super chat from earlier?
I did not. Thank you, Elle. I didn't see yours. Thank you.
What?
Kato. Oh, your super chat. Margot just told me
Oh.
you gave me a super chat. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just eating my cereal.
Oh, you're eating your cereal again? Okay. Hi, Anna. Candy for everyone. Yeah. It's crazy. And so then, what was the other thing? So garbage. Let's talk about garbage for a minute. Garbage
Okay.
was found, a hacksaw, a hatchet, in the Walsh's mother-in-law's garbage that was brought to the landfill. So he, I guess, went to his mother's, and put the garbage in her dumpster, which ended up being put in that landfill. And so, yeah, they found a hacksaw, a hatchet, I believe it was a
Goodness,
tarp.
did they really?
Yeah, yeah, that was really smart. Oh my God, this guy is just. I think we have like, I don't know, like, this. You know, how didn't Jay Leno used to do like the stupid criminals or something?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we're having a couple of contenders, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So they, yeah. Let me see. Get the list of everything they found in the trash. And apparently he didn't realize that the ankle monitors, they don't just tell you when you leave, they tell you they have GPS on them. He didn't know that either.
What do you mean? Wait, I'm confused.
He
there.
just thought
Who's he?
Walsh, the guy that's,
Okay.
that his wife Anna is missing, Bryan Walsh.
Right.
He thought the ankle monitor would just show he was out of his house, like not where he was supposed to be. He didn't realize that it had GPS on it, that they were going to be able to see where he was.
Yeah. Okay.
So he told them, I took my son for ice cream, I went to Whole Foods, I went to CVS. He didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
And he just thought, okay, well, I have an excuse to get out of the house. I got to go do that so that he can go anywhere.
What an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. So they found blood, a hatchet, a hacksaw, a rug, and used cleaning supplies in this, discovered in trash bags at a transfer station. And that trash was taken from his mother-in-law's dumpster at her apartment building. Yeah. So I expect murder charges are going to be filed very soon, because with all of that, doesn't look, they don't believe that she's alive anymore. And yeah, he also did a search for about how to discard of a 115-pound body. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
saw that.
all of that stuff is not good. So let's see. Yeah, but he found that. He decided that's a good place where he dumped that. After, the guy just seems to be a mess.
Oh, he's a real genius.
Yeah.
Aren't they all?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, blood have found at a trash site. Yeah.
Hi, Slam.
Now, the girl's mother said, in total, I spent 16 months with my son-in-law and never noticed anything bad. So that's interesting. He must have been a real, well, they
Walsh's?
have charms. Sociopaths, psychopaths can put on the charm when they want.
Do they ever?
This is Walsh's mother-in-law?
His wife's mother said she never noticed anything and spent 16 months with him in total.
Do they ever?
Right, or the ones that you think are weird are just weird and they're harmless, no?
180 watching, 37 likes. Please smash that like button.
Big dummy, Christine.
So
Hi.
we'll
Hi, Captain.
wait. Let me see if there's any other news on that.
Hi, everyone.
Is that Deborah?
It's Deborah.
Deborah.
Hey, Deborah.
Hi.
Deborah.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Deb.
Hi, student.
Let's see. Yeah, that's about mother-in-law, where the complex where the mother-in-law lives. Officials found that that's where the trash came from. Okay. So I probably tomorrow they'll probably be able to. They're probably just tying everything up, and so that worked out well for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old was she?
39.
Ugh.
Now it says
Oh,
she
it
has
does.
she begged her mother to visit a week before she vanished. Reveals daughter begged her to visit a week before she vanished.
Oh, Lord.
And she didn't.
I guess not. Let's see. Her mother is 69, said that the sudden plea to get together over the holidays made her think there were some problems in her daughter's life. The news comes as police discovered evidence at a garbage facility close to Anna's mother-in-law's home in Peabody, Massachusetts. The facility also has a compactor. Great. He couldn't go too far, so I can't imagine it's going to be too much more before they tie it all together, but it's crazy.
It does seem that way, Judy.
Husband of missing mom of 3. So now they have also, he's got some more. Besides the fraudulent paintings he sold, he was cut, his father was a neurologist. He was cut out of his father's will, but he broke into his house and destroyed it when he died before looting artwork, trying to sell the home for $100,000 more than the value, and buying the wife a $120,000 Maserati. Yeah, and it looks like a $710,000 beach house. Let's see, that's
What a
absolutely crazy.
character. Oh, my God.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Just
his
crazy.
father died in India at age 71 in 2018, with his lawyer contacting his son to inform him of the news. Legal documents showed that Walsh asked for a key. To the beachfront property was the father's, to the $710,000 beachfront property in Hull, Massachusetts, after the attorney went himself and took pictures of the original will that was dated May 2016. They add the younger Walsh raided his father's home, stealing thousands of dollars worth of artwork and luxury items, including paintings by Salvador Dali and Joan Miro, as well as a car. Let's see here. That he then he tried to sell his father's home for $140,000 more than it was worth after he was wrongly named executor of the will. He was also accused in the papers of immediately trying to sell other items online, advertising a sale in January, months after his father's death. Wow,
The house costs less than the car.
it's crazy. He tried to object to the appointment a month later with a probate court ordering him to submit an inventory of the items that he took from the property, which he has refused to do. Meanwhile, he's previously charged with the Andy Warhol painting selling fraud. The fraudster is accused of misleading the court now regarding his assets in the Warhol case. And that his wife posted the car. Court documents show that he failed to inform probation about 2 IRAs at Fidelity, one which he contributed $91,000 and left off a 2014 Fiat and a 2015 Maserati, which his wife Anna drove. She posted that the car worth $120,000 was the best Valentine's Day present of her life in a post online, adding, "Kiss to my husband who makes all of my childhood dreams come true." Let's see, and then let's see.
Carolyn, what did he do for a living? The husband.
Besides the fraud, let's see. That's a good question.
That's okay. Look later.
No, I'll look now.
I have not seen that.
Me either.
I think I read it. Yeah, I think he was. Hold on. I think he was in I think he was in banking. Hold on a minute. Let me just check.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got to be careful, Lex. You want to double check everything you're seeing on other channels, because not every channel fact checks. Because it's about the content generation, clicks and views.
Let's see.
Yeah, Lex Luthor was wondering if anyone heard that the defense attorneys, Ryan's defense attorney's offices had caught on fire. You didn't hear about anything
It
like
looks
that,
like
right?
he was doing it. He was described himself as a supportive and dutiful husband and father, raising the young boys in the family's Cohasset, Massachusetts home, allowing his wife Anna to work in Washington, D.C. for a large real estate firm.
Oh my gosh, she was unemployed. Lovely. Stay-at-home dad.
Says, according to his LinkedIn page, he was the CFO and co-founder of a professional training and consulting firm called Let's, L-E-T-S.
Okay.
Consulting.
Stockbroker.
It says, Let's stands for Leadership and Effective Teamwork Strategies, and according to their site, they offer human-centered training to maximize connectivity and agility for your cybersecurity teams. Before the 46-year-old helped find Let's, his profile lists his previous jobs as international business strategist for 10 Sail Consulting, and more recently, I've heard about that 10 Sail, I thought we had that in another case. More recently, a CFO for Capital Letters Consulting. Prior to his arrest, Bryan was said by police to be cooperating with the investigation into his missing wife. However, he does have a criminal record.
He was the chief financial officer.
You can. Yeah, it
That's
sounds like he
crazy.
created these companies and then
Yeah.
put himself as the chief financial officer. So it sounds
Yeah,
really
I was
great
gonna
on
say,
his
sounds
LinkedIn
kind of
profile.
Pretty
But
big.
yeah, what really tell us about the companies? Okay.
What was the last one you said? Even right down to the name of the last one you said, capital letters LLC or something.
Yeah, right. As opposed to lowercase letters LLC.
Right.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And he used to be.
cool.
He came from cursive letters, LLC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a
Wow.
strategist over there.
He is.
He should have been making some money.
It's crazy. Sounds like a professional fraudster, in my opinion,
LMN,
allegedly.
And good night, LMN. Hi,
Oh,
Judy.
good night, LMN.
Good night, Ellen.
Okay, and then we have that. The next thing
Yes, well.
is the spare book. Now, Captain is reading spare book. She can't stop. She can't stop reading it.
Reading, oh, okay.
Did you just say she
Really,
was? Did you just say
Captain?
she was going to bed,
Yes.
Captain?
No, LMNW 50's going to bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain is reading it. Is Captain? Captain, are you there? Captain.
Let us know, Captain.
Good night, LMNW. Yeah, but so the papers in the UK, they were like, spare us your book, Harry, and just crazy. Anderson Cooper apparently fired back at him during the interviews. He was on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert yesterday, which aired tonight, I believe it was. Jimmy had it on. I don't have any use for it. I'm sorry.
Well, let me just say I wish I had his problems.
Yeah, but like they're really going to get roasted, and it's not going to be for her. Maybe it's not going to be like they said. Well, before you changed everything, you should know that your little peasant subjects over here, they get the right to voice an opinion.
So he
Where it's
killed
not going
his
to be
wife,
so
but not
easily
his kid.
controlled like over there,
Mm-mm.
But I
No.
think they might have. I don't know. I just don't think. Let's see.
He
Let's
killed
see.
his wife, but not his kids.
Oh, you're talking about Walsh. Yes, he did not kill his 3 boys, but yeah, no, I'm talking about Harry now in his book that went out
Oh, gee.
today. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
gonna
It's
say,
like the-
Harry did that.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear that they spared the kids.
Yeah.
Isn't that pathetic?
Did you know he likes TV comedies like Family Guy? He admires Stewie. Yep. And he likes Friends. He identifies with Chandler Bing.
Are you serious?
I'm totally serious. Yes. Totally
Well, he's a
serious.
person, guys, come on.
Let's see.
Barely.
Captain said that finished
No
chapter
big deal.
5 out of 87. Chapters. So
Chapter 5.
25
Oh, okay.
out of 87. So got a ways to go on that, obviously.
No more friends with me.
Live on the next Mommy Ramblings blog, Prince Harry tells all.
Let's see. So let me see here. It's title. What have they got here?
I liked Harry until I heard him in an interview last night. And it totally
Uh-oh.
turned me off of him.
I'm telling you, there's something about him, right?
He's
I
a
love Harry. What did he do last night?
He's a spoiled brat.
I didn't
love
get that as a
Harry.
spoiled brat. I got that like a very detached person with no and I'm talking about when he was announcing their engagement.
Really?
Yes, like a very repressed, like he wasn't all there, like
He's a
Like-
prince. What do you want? I love Harry. And he's
Really?
Diana's son. How can you hate him?
I don't hate him. I don't hate anybody. I just don't care for
He's something in private, not
what he's doing. And I do think William, I don't care, has more charisma, is more like
I do too now.
especially you even see him as a child at 15 when he was receiving flowers and stuff. He's just got more, he connects better with people. He's more
Please,
like his mother.
Please, okay, I'm not going to tell you in private. I'm going to tell now. And I don't care what you guys think of me, but ever since the Queen died
Yeah,
and little George was there,
yeah,
the funeral,
yeah.
this is going to make me sound horrible, but I don't care. I think that kid is evil.
Which one?
Oh, wait. Little George?
Scooter, calm down. Scooter.
Why?
Oh, boy.
I didn't. I didn't see. No, I didn't see it. Tell me
And
why.
his eyes,
Oh,
how they
no.
would do like close-ups on him,
Oh,
and
no.
he gave me the chills. I've never felt that with any kid ever.
I never really saw it. How old is he?
9, maybe 10.
Was it like a wolf stare?
No, I'm not kidding. Video. I'm not joking.
I didn't see it. I have to look. I'd like to go look at it. I didn't watch the Queen's funeral.
Just start noticing that kid. Judy, I'm not kidding. Guys, I'm not kidding. Hey, think about it. Look how far back these families go, guys. Come on. And I like the Royals. I do. It doesn't sound like it. I do. Carolyn knows that.
Oh yeah. Let me see.
Dave hates them. He says that they don't have anything to do with me, so why do I like them? You know, I do respect them.
That's reasonable.
But that kid, guys, there's something about him, I'm telling you.
So I
Tell
read
us.
that somewhere, and it's funny you should say that.
What?
Peter.
Are you
Mhm.
what?
Other
I
people
did
have
read
said
that
it.
somewhere, that
too, Stuart.
like he looks like he's going to be a handful.
Yes, Judy, I mean
Are
George.
you talking about? Are
I'm
you
talk-
talking about George?
Yeah,
George
the
is.
little boy.
Yeah, he's the oldest. So he's what?
9, 10 maybe?
Seven?
I wish I could see a
No,
picture of him at
6
this
or
funeral.
7.
Maybe
He's only 6.
Oh, is that at the funeral? Let me
7.
see.
I don't know how old he is.
Oh, his face changed a lot from when he was little.
still little. He's still little.
Yeah, but his face changed a lot.
I used to think he was cute.
That's what I'm saying. His face changed a lot.
There's something about him, guys. I may not live to see it. But
Well, I mean, you know,
with that
there's
boy.
a whole lot of things wrong in that family, is all I'm going to say.
Sharon,
Although they keep bringing in new blood.
come on, we know
Oh,
about these royal families, the lineage, and you know what I mean?
I had to study it in school. It was annoying.
So, what did Harry say that made you think he was a spoiled brat? What did you?
Just
What did he?
listening to him. I enjoyed listening to him. It was like 25 minutes or something.
Right.
But then at the end, I thought, what's he really complaining about? Come on. What's he?
Yeah, you know, because I just saw a little write up. It said,
And it's
I was, no, he said, I was born just in case my brother needed a spare kidney
That's how it is.
or something. But no, I don't think he was born for that. What? They
Yes, he was. The heir and the spare.
Yes,
Even
okay.
spare.
But she might have also wanted to have children. He wasn't only born for that.
Well, no, but that's
Okay, but
no,
just say-
but that's the
Oh,
always been the
that's just like,
implication from
okay,
the get-go.
that's,
I always felt kind of bad for him, but I always thought that he was the more interesting of the two.
Oh, I did too.
So did I.
did that
but
too.
no, I see, I
Well-
just don't buy that. If your parents really love you and they want to have a family, okay, so maybe you're the spare, but it doesn't mean you're just born. Oh, the only reason you're born is to give
That's what
your
they
brother
hope
a kidney.
for. They hope for that.
Well, I think that
No,
Harry
no,
probably
no.
has a
Although there are
complex because
kids who are conceived strictly for that reason, which is another subject entirely as far as
I
ethical.
think it's understandable that Harry would have a complex because, I mean, I'm sure everyone's heard the story that Diana told of how when Charles came in to the room after she had him, he just looked at him and said, "Ugh, he's a ginger," and gave her a scowl.
Yep.
and
No, I
walked
thought he
out.
said, didn't
And
he
she
say he has
also said-
rusty hair or something?
And she also said that that was the beginning of the end of their marriage because Charles had this wonderful time when William was born, and it was lovely, lovely, lovely. But when Harry came along, it was just awful, 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 and it was awful after that. I think Harry, and then of course, Harry, was sent off to boarding school at 6 years old. His mother died shortly thereafter. He was isolated, and I'm sure that his brother did get different treatment, maybe even
Did he go
preferential
off to
treatment
boarding
because
school?
he
At,
was
wait. He went
was
off to
the
boarding
one who was
school
gonna
at
be
6
king.
years old because he was 12 when his mother died.
But now he's like what?
They go to boarding school
four?
at 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Four?
He didn't go to boarding school at 6.
They
I
go
don't-
to boarding
She
school
wouldn't
at
allow
6.
it.
Yes.
She wouldn't allow it. Look it up and see
I
when he
remember
actually
them.
went.
I remember them
Let me
going.
check. I'll fact check
am I
it. I'm going to
crazy?
fact check
I
it.
know that
I'm
was
fact
truthful
checking.
because They said Diana would not allow it.
But yeah,
See, I do truly believe that.
Or
his
was it
mother
Charles was trying to send him to
broke
boarding
his
school
heart.
at 6 and they wouldn't let him go?
Maybe that's it.
Prince
So many
William
children.
and Prince Harry were sheltered from their parents' marital problems at Ludgrove, the boarding school they both attended between the ages of 8 and 13.
8. Okay, 8. Yeah.
That's the father didn't really want to be bothered with him. She had her things she was doing, and it was a great.
Well, at least they didn't have to go to that horrible Scottish boarding school he went to.
Oh, I know.
Remember Charles? His mother wanted to send him to a nice little, boarding school in England, and he was all excited to go. And I don't know if you ever watched any of those series, but
Hi. Is here.
Charles's father wanted him to go to a like sort of like Draculian, cold, rough boarding school in Scotland, and that's where he went. Yeah, and
Charles
he was
isn't
miserable for years.
Let's say like okay, in Prince Elizabeth's children, okay, so she has Charles and she has Anne and then she has Andy and Edward. So now, what does Edward say? I'm not. I'm the spare time. spare. You know, like how does he feel about his life? Edward's the youngest, right?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
So based on Harry, based on how Harry feels, how is Edward supposed to feel?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I think they had different experiences.
Like, why is your self-worth just, you know, it's like getting all, just whatever, like where you're born in your family and saying, well, I'm not the first son, I'm the second son, so I'm the third son, so, you know, they wanted a girl, they wanted this. Anybody can sit there and say that kind of stuff.
They can. I just really think that Harry had certain experiences in childhood that made him.
But he also had many
his
advantages.
brother.
He had many advantages. He had horrible tragedies, his mother dying at 12. But he also had many advantages, and people don't normally have.
No, I don't mean less. I mean
But
less
after
than his
his
brother.
mother
I think he
died,
feels
I think
less
he
than
was-
his brother, not less than other people. Just less than his brother. I think his big problem is that he doesn't feel he was treated the same as William.
I think so.
Okay, but that, you know, most siblings you're going to find, right? That somebody, oh, that was mom's favorite, or he always got preferential treatment, or, oh, that's the baby, and she could do nothing wrong, and so-and-so's the oldest, mom and dad were hardest on them, right? That's life.
Yeah.
That's birth order, let's face it.
That's life.
Though. I was feeling bad for the day when Captain Lee Fan came on and said that she read in the book that when he was a boy, he kept believing some of the things that he was hearing, you know, because people, you know, talked about Diana long after her death, and that, you know, some of these rumors came back to him, and that he held this hope that his mother really was still alive.
No, I know what I heard him say this on
oh
CNN, and I heard him
God.
say it. No, and I can tell you what it is, okay? And it's anybody that's lost someone like that, you go through a denial where you still think they're still there. Okay, and that's what he's talking about, because he wasn't with his mother when she passed. Okay, and even if he was with her, even if he saw his mother in the coffin, I can tell you this by personal experience. There is still a denial. Still a denial. Rosemarie D'Alessandro tells me she still has that. Now, look how many years this is. 1973. There is still this denial that her daughter's gone, and I think it's the only way people can cope with, especially parents that have lost children and stuff, with such a loss, that there is still something there that the child's away, your mother's away. His mother traveled all the time, so it's easy to take it there, and it's your body's defense mechanism. And that, I think he doesn't understand that's what it is, and he probably still feels the same thing today, that his mother is probably just there, and that's what your mind does to protect you.
I can't imagine
my
it doesn't
youngest
help
brother
if you are
died-
reinforcing it, you know.
Juju's talking to you, Carolyn.
Oh, Juju, let me see. Oh, I love you. I love you, Judy.
Juju.
I know I'm your number one. I love you. Number one.
Juju positive.
No, it's Juju.
When my
Juju
youngest
is.
brother died,
There's a different one.
my
Okay.
bedroom was on the first floor, so I would get up at night and I would make sure that the front door was unlocked so that my brother could get back in.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I understand that. And there's a whole lot of magical thinking going on, which kids do, but I was not a kid. I was 18.
Yeah. My best friend's
Nonetheless.
been gone 6 years, and
Don't
his
do
mother
that.
says it's still not real. It's still not real. Yeah,
I don't-
He keeps thinking he'll walk through the door on his
He'll
regular
just walk
Sunday
in the
visit.
door.
Carolyn, I remember telling you years ago, my granny, she was what? She was telling me in her 50s. She's like, oh, I never could accept when my sister Isabel died. She's like, I would just tell myself she was still down at college.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
she's
Sure,
like,
absolutely.
yeah. And I
When
still,
they're in college and they die, especially, well, these unfortunate poor, you can kind of fool your mind into, well, they'll be home for.
you know
whatever,
it, but yet you want to think the other thing.
No.
You're-
It's not real. It's not real. Even
Yeah.
when you see them, you think that, okay, well, it's going to be real. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. It does help to see them. I know that when my other brother died, I insisted on seeing him, and they let me.
I love you too, Judy.
The other Judy loves you too.
Because I wanted to see for myself. I
Hi,
had to
Deidre.
see for myself.
I have I can't believe this, but I have a theory that William had a better relationship with his father than Harry had. You know, and this happens, maybe they just, hit it off better, maybe they just communicated better, maybe they had things in
Yeah.
common that they bounded, because Harry doesn't seem to feel that he has that bond that Harry, that
Right,
his
and a
brother
lot
has
of
with
them
Dad.
would say that because remember that Charles didn't think it was his son, and it looked like that other guy, and he did look like that other guy.
I
But I'm
know.
sure they had.
He
But
died.
but sometimes it's just they don't mesh with their personalities. Sometimes
Yeah, I think
you
that it
see
was
plenty
that,
of
yeah.
fathers that have. They say, "Oh, I don't have any favorites," but you could see there's a proclivity towards one son or one daughter,
Right.
over the other
Yeah.
one, and sometimes kids are just sometimes they're too alike. That's what I find. If they're
Yeah.
too alike, and
Yeah, that's
there's
what
like
my biggest
you would think that they would get along great, but they don't. If they
Mine-
it's like oil and water.
I think you're right, because my
Absolutely.
mother told me that about my grandmother. My grandmother lived with us for 5 years, and my sister was her favorite, and it always hurt my feelings. And years after she was gone, I told my mom, like, what did I do? Like, why didn't she like me? And she's like, you were just like her. She just couldn't stand it. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, just she saw everything in you she didn't like about herself.
Prince Edward.
And I was like, well, okay.
Not fair. It's certainly not fair at all.
Yeah.
But it's
But it
life.
was
I mean, I don't
an
think
explanation I could live
it
with,
skips anybody. I don't think
Yeah.
it skips anybody. If you're an only child, you have only child things. There's always something that you could sit there and lament about.
No, absolutely. But you know what? Some of us can lament with wild abandon.
Yeah.
I
So
think
Because
that
it's not
Harry has,
lamenting, it's trying to avoid.
I think he was probably a mama's boy. I think he was very,
Oh, yeah.
very lost, and I think he's never really found his place after that. I mean, because like when Mick met him, he was like in Africa, and he probably would have been there a long, long time. I mean, if he could, he didn't want to go home and do those things there. He wanted to work on his projects out there in Africa, and he was happy not being close to those relationships.
okay, where is
She was talking about little George Christine.
Little George.
213 watching, 50 likes. Thank you everyone so very
Well,
much.
I don't know about evil, but he definitely seemed a little
No, I'm just saying that's how I.
yeah, I know that would
Yeah,
help
I was
you.
just messing
I
with
just when
Scooter.
I saw him at
She
the
knows
funeral
it.
too, and I got a certain sense from him,
I
but I
have
couldn't
never-
really put my finger on it. I thought he was just, well, really, really spoiled to the, and possibly,
No, there was something about his look. You guys may
The
never.
look in the eye. No, I know.
It hit
he
me
looked,
at the grandma's funeral, the Queen's funeral.
yeah.
Mhm.
Or maybe I missed that
Mhm.
particular
No.
look. Maybe I missed that particular look.
No, they actually showed it more than once, which I found interesting because somebody commented
Let me
somewhere
see.
about it.
That is
Well, I
so
didn't-
Okay, so
weird.
TV
I'm
show.
going back.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Still bitter. Let's see.
Yeah, I think
Comparing
he is
somebody there,
bitter.
some late author compared the royal family to pandas.
Pandas?
The pandas.
Is there some sort of a panda dynamic that he's compared them to?
Really, Ashley?
Panda family dynamic?
Open those eyes, guys. With him. I'm not going to say any more about it.
Yeah. You know,
Poor little Georgie.
yeah.
Mean old
It's hard
Scooter
to,
calling him
don't like to
evil.
pigeonhole them, that's for sure. These kids have enough just being in that family, if you ask me.
Poor Georgie got good genes.
Well, like I said, it's a good thing that they brought in more outside people to deliver.
So Harry decided to write this while he traveled to Britain for his grandfather's funeral in April of 2021. He had a staggering realization that neither his father nor his brother truly understood why he and his wife, Megan, had moved to California. And I have to tell them, and he had to tell them in a book. He couldn't tell them on the phone or in a letter, right? Because then he had to get paid an enormous amount of money for it. And yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, I am of the opinion that he was angry. with
Okay,
them.
he could be angry in a letter.
And
Does he have to be
I'm
angry in a
saying-
book?
No, I'm just saying that's probably, why he made, I think he made a staggeringly bad decision because he was pissed off. And I'm not sure why during the process he didn't think better of it. Like, oh, I'm really going to.
I
shoot
think the
myself in
money
the
was a
foot.
motivating factor.
Yeah, but I mean, even how much money did, I don't know, it must be a staggering amount of money because he's not poor, right? And,
Oh, he decided that they're not going to flip his bills anymore.
yeah.
They're not going to float him off. But he still wants the names. And then when Anderson Cooper said, why are you keeping the names if you've stepped away? He got very upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems they want the best of both worlds. And
I think they do.
I
but
think
I
she
also know
wanted
that-
to have him show that she was so important above everyone else that he would do all of this for her. And it's like a power trip for her. I'm sorry, it is. That's my opinion.
Probably. I don't know. I watched a show once where people with royal titles, they're kind of like everyday people, but they have royal titles. And it was kind of funny. They say, well, do you ever use your title? And she said, well, of course, every time I walk into a restaurant, because she might never, use it in everyday life for the most part until, you walk in and it looks a little full and you're like, Lord and Lady such and such, and everybody bows and scrapes and yes, we'll get you a table right away, just because you have a title. And you're just not one of the common folk, I guess. And I wonder if that's, if it's something like that, well, if all these other people can have their, just, there's a lot of titles over there, a lot. I wonder if he feels like, well, why can't I have mine? And I think it benefits him to have his title,
Yeah,
Well, it
money
definitely
was a
benefits him.
big thing, okay? And it says, the exchange between father and son when Harry announced his intention to marry did not go as expected. The father said, does she want to carry on working? And Harry said, say again. And Charles said, does she want to keep on acting? Harry said, oh, I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I expect she'll want to be with me, doing the job, which would rule out Suits since they film in Toronto. Charles said, I see. Well, darling boy, there's not enough money to go around. I stared. What is he banging on about? He explained. Oh, I tried to. I can't pay for anyone else. I'm already having to pay for your brother and Catherine.
Pay what?
That's what he said.
They did. Well, they
Harry
they
writes.
did.
Hold on. Harry writes. Pa didn't financially. He sounded like a Little House on the Prairie. Didn't financially support Willie and me and our families. That was his job. That was the whole deal. We agreed to serve the monarch, go wherever we were sent, do whatever we were told, surrender our autonomy, keep our hands and feet in the gilded cage at all times, and in exchange, the keepers of the cage agreed to feed and clothe us. But it wasn't about money, of course. Pa might have dreaded the rising cost of maintaining us, but what he couldn't stomach was someone new dominating the monarchy, grabbing the limelight, someone shiny and new coming in and overshadowing him.
Mm.
Do you think that it has any truth to it?
Money? Yeah, I do.
No, I mean about the overshadowing part. Do you think that other members of the royal family would have felt?
No,
like,
I don't think that would
yeah.
be. No.
I doubt that wouldn't be the first thing I would have thought they would have a problem with.
The couple chose to leave England but hoped to keep up some of their royal duties in order to retain the security that came with their titles. That sounds very self-serving, right? Let's just do the bare minimum in order to keep our titles. We have that whole security. Instead, after a meeting dubbed the summit in January 2020, they learned that, in Harry's words, the fix was in. They were no longer represent the Queen, and their security would continue only for a 12-month transition period. In fact, they lost it several months later.
Oh,
Aw.
You know, like, are we going to have a telethon?
Aw.
do still like Harry, but
First world problems here.
right, yeah. I mean, he needs to grow up.
He does need to grow up. I really think most of Harry's problem is that he thinks, well, if William, then, you know, if William had done this, then they would have done this to William. William. I really think he's just got, you know, second child syndrome really, really bad. Because, I mean, I know he mentions like his dust up with his brother quite a lot, you know?
Oh, yes. You mean where he fell on the dog bowl and cut his back?
Yeah,
Mm.
I heard him say that in his interview.
No, I'm not sure if William has like helped us at all. I mean, maybe they have really, what is it, adversarial relationship, you know? You know.
I really like William. I always have.
Oh yeah, that you know.
I like
he's
them
not your
both, but
brother.
I always thought
He's
Harry
not
was
your
a bit of
older
a
brother.
scalawag, and I enjoyed him.
probably
But
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, me too, Sharon.
I've always, I felt bad for him as a little boy. I think he's very misguided as a teenager. But I felt bad because I thought, you know, I thought if I'd lost my mom, you know, at that age, I probably would have been a handful too. I was a handful anyway. It would have been 10 times worse. But yeah, at this age, I don't understand really.
Yeah, Carolyn, will you whisper to me and whoever didn't hear it about the dog bowl?
Oh, well, let's see. He had he says he had a fight with William, in which William grabbed him by the collar and threw him down to the ground, at which time he says that he fell onto a dog bowl, breaking it, and it cut his back. And he wasn't going to tell Megan anything about this because William didn't want him to, but he couldn't help it because he didn't even realize his back was bleeding or that it was hurt, he says, until he was changing or something, and then she just noticed it. So he had to tell her.
It sounded, when the way he described that, I thought it sounded like William was just fed up with putting up with Harry's
Antics.
attitude, you know? That's the way I took it.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest kid, so I can kind of,
And we know that time you threw your sister down and she cut her back on that back
Oh,
of that
yes.
dog bowl.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes,
No.
come on, Scooter. Everybody
Yeah,
remembers.
well, I'm the second kid, so I can see how the older kid can feel real, you know what?
I'm the oldest girl.
My sister used to pick at me. If I got any attention, she'd hate it and she would get even with me for it, you know? She just, I don't know.
Boy,
Well, I do know. It's because
she apparently wasn't thrilled. How many years difference in age?
there was only 18 months between us. My mother always said it was because
Oh.
when I was, when she was pregnant with me, she got very, very ill. She spent most of the time in the hospital. And even when she was, I was a premature. So when I got home, it was, me, and then I was a sick little kid. I had pneumonia like 5 times, and so it was like she focused on me, and my sister just, you know, resented me, and I really don't blame her. I really don't blame her, because I took her mom
I
away from
admire
her so much.
parents
You know,
that can raise kids without enormous
Yeah.
feelings towards them.
Sibling rivalry.
yeah,
Yeah,
there was
sibling rivalry. Mhm.
it was a rivalry I didn't want anything to do with, but I had, no choice.
Right.
That's common.
I didn't have that with my middle sister. The youngest one, yes.
Really?
So,
It was weird.
Well, now I'm the middle child, so I'm also, Marsha.
That's my sister is the middle child.
so regarding Harry's
she-
beard,
but
I
then
didn't even
I never
realize
had any
Harry had a
problem.
beard or he didn't have a beard. That's how much it and you know that I
For a
didn't.
while.
But they said that Harry's beard is now part of his new identity because when he was a prince, he needed to have his grandmother's approval in order to keep the facial hair for his wedding. The queen was
Boy.
okay with that, but his brother William was not. And his brother ordered Harry to shave, to which Harry responded, I don't believe that Meghan is going to recognize me.
Wow.
And that would kind of piss me off. I'm like, if my sister was telling me, if I wanted to have one with my wedding, my sister was like, no, you can't. You have to do what I want. I might get a little pissed. I would get a little
Yeah, me
I would be
too.
like, you can't tell me what to do?
He said that William never tried to dissuade him from marrying Meghan, but told him it's going to be very hard. Okay, that's fine. The
Yeah.
behavior of his brother and sister-in-law towards Meghan, Harry said, left him feeling like stereotyping was causing a bit of a barrier to them really sort of, introducing or welcoming her in. I even when somebody marries someone in a different culture, okay,
Yeah.
someone can say it's
Yeah.
going to be hard. Okay, that's not something horrible. Okay, it's
Not
not.
just because she was American and,
It's not something hard.
she didn't.
Having nothing to do with race, just
Yeah.
the cultures could be hard, especially all the royal. She's a commoner, and there's all this protocol. She didn't even know about the curtsy.
Right.
Okay,
I'm sure
it's
they're
going
all
to be
around.
hard. It has nothing to do with. It's going to be hard.
Kate was a commoner. She wasn't
Excuse me.
Who?
royal born.
Who?
Excuse me.
Kate.
Well,
Kate.
Well, yeah, but she was. Yes,
British.
But she was British.
True.
And,
But nobody
and-
said that somebody didn't tell William anything.
Yeah, and they were together for like in high school.
Yeah,
Or
she was
college or something like that.
introduced to
It
him
was-
all throughout. She was
There
raised
was
around
plenty
that.
of time to get her in ship shape. You know what I mean? Yeah, plenty of time for her to be, you
Well, since she is British,
know.
I mean, she pretty much grew up in the shadow of Buckingham Palace. So,
Yes, and her parents weren't like
another one.
common. I mean, her parents, were in the same circles as some minor royals.
What do you guys think about Meghan and the relationship with her father?
I really couldn't speak on it because I wouldn't know what's really happened between her and her father. Because I don't know what's reported. I don't really think it's always the
Well,
real deal.
they said that, her father worked in Hollywood. He did a lot of the lighting for different TV series and stuff like that.
Well, yes.
And according to the people that knew him and all that, and his other daughter, that Meghan was the spoiled one, that he did everything for her. He would get to go with him to work and they just talk like she was the golden child.
Who does the other daughter or
Yeah, the
and
other
father?
daughter. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
yeah. Well,
Right.
I mean, I would see that the other daughter would see
threw
it
him
that
away,
way.
Megan just forgot about him when she got with this family. I don't know. That's just,
Well, I
Yeah,
remember when they
maybe
were gonna
because
get
he didn't.
married.
Yeah, I don't know. I have my own feelings about that. But okay, so
well, I don't know. I'm just going by.
No,
what-
I know. But William's fight with I mean, Harry's fight with William was William went to Harry's cottage, and Harry told him, "Willie, I can't speak with you when you're like this." Harry said to his brother, handing him a glass of water after William turned up at his cottage and railed that Megan was difficult, rude, and abrasive. Let's see. He set the water down. He called me another name, and then he came at me. It all happened so fast. He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necktie. And he knocked me to the floor, where I landed on the dog's bowl, which cracked under my back, the pieces cutting into me. I lay there for a moment, dazed, then got to my feet and told him to get out. William urged Harry to hit him back, but he refused. William then told Harry, "You don't need to tell Meg about this." Harry replied, "You mean that you attacked me?" "I didn't attack you, Harold," William insisted. Harry
His
wrote
name
that
was never Harold, was it?
I know. I don't know.
No, it wasn't. That was probably just something he said as a, something that brothers did to piss each other off.
Harry wrote that his first telephone call after the altercation was to his therapist. That let's see, the sons of King Charles call each other Willie and Harold.
Yeah,
Kind of cute though.
yeah.
Too bad. I thought as children that they were pretty close.
Yeah,
I always thought so too.
they were as young
Mhm.
children, yeah. But you never see them, you never saw them together when they had teenage years, which was weird.
They were on different glide paths at that point.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. I feel bad for all of them involved. All of them.
Yeah.
I do too.
Hold on 1 second.
I mean,
Get
he did
I'd get a
kind of
drink.
attack
I've got to
him.
get a drink. Relax, Scooter.
Where are you
I'm getting a
going?
drink.
Where are you?
You were asking about Megan's father. All I remember is that when they were going to get married, the father and mother were coming for the wedding, and then didn't the father sell a story to the tabloids, and then Megan got upset about that,
Yes, I did hear. Yes.
and that's why they,
Yeah.
she was very, very, she was very, very hurt that he did that.
Oh yeah. And I really
And, then,
thought
and
the
that,
dad
that
was
made the
kind
rift
of
between them.
I really thought the dad was kind of a deadbeat and all that until it's been so long now that it was the other daughter talking about the relationship with
Wow.
Megan's father. And it sounds like, yeah, Juju says he raised her. Yeah, he was.
Yes, he did. No, he did, and if you were watching the first part of like the Harry and Meghan thing, she said she was Daddy's girl.
Yeah, so, I don't know. It just sounds like she got too big for her britches, in my opinion. And yeah, they
Well-
want to make it all about race. You're right, Juju. You're right.
Well, I mean, I think she had a right to be upset when he sold the story to the tabloids.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a betrayal.
Yeah.
If I was in the public eye, my dad did that. I don't
Well,
think
they
I'd be able to
said
deal with that betrayal.
They said that he was trying to reach out to her and she, wouldn't have anything to do with him.
I don't believe that.
Well, I don't know.
He was coming to the wedding. He was coming. Both parents were coming to the wedding until that happened. I mean, it was like really short time before the wedding. It was like a couple weeks before the wedding that happened, wasn't it?
What?
Wasn't it just a couple weeks before the wedding that happened?
I can't remember, probably.
I have to ask a quick question. Did
Yes.
anyone buy this for me?
What is it?
When you feel like you're drowning, don't worry. Your lifeguard walks on water and it has my name on it. Now, I don't know if somebody bought this for me but I have a very weird feeling that this was part of some blog thing that I'm supposed to do. I'm hoping that it's not. I don't, but I searched my Mommy Ramblings emails for something that, and I don't know if it's some kind of project, and all that came with it. It came from Amazon. So if anyone sent that to me, would you let me know? Because I feel like I don't know.
I do know that Amazon sells those things that can be personalized for anybody. Like I have a friend who has a
Yeah, but
store
I somehow
where she
remember
designed journals.
that there was some influencer thing that they asked me, and I don't know. It's not really a journal. It almost looks like the paper inside looks like that. I don't know what. Hold on, it's like almost.
Dear
like,
Carolyn, we saw your live last night, and we are so sad to find out you forgot who we are.
Is that graph paper?
no, it's not graph paper, but it's like little dots.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. When I look at it, I remember some kind of a blog campaign, but I've tried to search my emails, and I have so many Mommy Ramblings emails. I'll have to figure it out. That's why I'm just putting it out there. If someone sees that on replay and you got that for me, would you please let me know? Okay.
Pretty please. Maybe we'll save her many hours of searching through emails. What? Where is
Okay.
that would get at that I'd be thinking about that all the time. Am I supposed to be doing this?
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't know.
it
I
just
think that
arrived today. Okay.
she is probably, you know,
Congratulations, Deborah Van.
Oh, wow,
a
Juju's.
little too big for her
Trying to
britches, but I
define
just
the
can't
royal.
understand why she, have still such a great relationship with her mother and not her dad. Unless her dad.
The dad couldn't go to the wedding. He had a freaking heart attack. He was in the hospital. Megan is a troublemaker and a liar.
Who said
Tell us
that?
how you really feel, Juju.
Oh, Juju saying that?
Well, Juju, I mean, he did sell a tabloid story on her, like right before the wedding. That's why he didn't go. That's why they told him not to come. He was disinvited. Was because I can't remember what the story was, but she was so upset that he had done that because it was her dad. He wasn't like a college friend. It was her dad. I mean, I think I'd be really upset. I couldn't imagine my dad ever betraying me like that.
Yes, but that's another thing where I find them complete liars, like in that Netflix thing. They said, oh, yeah, Megan was going to go away, right? Where was he? Botswana or wherever the heck she went to go see him. And in the tent. But yeah, they wanted to be alone. They didn't, but they had a whole team following them around filming it. What a crock.
did?
What a crock. Yeah, it's in, how do you think it's in the Netflix series?
I figured those were things they took themselves. That's what I thought.
What? Who would be? But it's of them. You think he set up a GoPro? And why would he do that if
I
he
don't
truly
know.
wanted to be alone? Come
I see
on.
young people. Well, I guess I don't know. I just see young people doing this.
No,
all
I
the
just
time
see
now.
people that were very aware and that they knew they were going to sell this footage, and it seems like there were motives. That's what I'm saying. It's like nothing was natural.
I didn't think about it like that. I thought they were like recording their first, blah blah blah. I didn't.
They kept
see-
saying,
it
right,
didn't occur
Scooter,
to
did
me.
you find that funny?
Well, now that you mention it, but it didn't occur to me when I was watching that.
They don't want the paparazzi. They don't want people following them. They don't want this. They don't want that. But they just happen to go away together. And even when they're in the tent alone, have a camera taking video of them.
Gosh.
What?
Wow. Yeah, I haven't watched it. But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Very
It did-
highly
They
sus.
they did manage to make it look intimate, as if they could have been taking it themselves.
Acting for the cameras. She's an actress,
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I just know I would like to have their problems instead of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
I
You
think
know, he's
I
like
was
when
gonna-
breakfast at the palace, all of the tabloids are all over the table. And they look at all that's been written about them.
Yeah.
You know, breakfast is such, you know, as the servants come and put down everything, right?
Oh no, they do. I know they do that because I remember hearing back that way back in the days when Fergie was getting in trouble for her antics. That it was over breakfast and the tabloids there they would be, the newspapers and the tabloids. And the queen would look up at you like, what is this with your toe in this, oil man's mouth, right? That we refer you when she got in big trouble for.
I guess I don't know. I mean, I saw it's a lot of it, but I never really got obsessed with the royals or anything. I don't know. I think
I remember those stories with Diana.
they have this
and with
grandiose
Fergie and
sense of
stuff, yeah.
themselves and I think he's going to really find out that nobody's going to treat him like that over here.
999,
Okay,
Stuart.
they're not. If they wanted to be treated like that, they should have stayed over there. Because
Well,
they're
it's
finding out
true.
that people over here are going to have an opinion. They're going to call you out on your crap. They're not going to treat you like that. They're going to do the exact opposite.
I think that he's going to deeply regret having.
And there's
Put
no
so
going back.
much.
There's no going
Yeah.
back. So yeah, I think he's made a huge mistake, and I think that their marriage, I don't see it lasting. I don't.
You
She's
don't?
going, no way.
I don't know.
I think
Probably not.
I think it still has some legs, but I think eventually it's gonna
Resentment's
implode.
going to creep in because when he realizes he can't be a prince over here, and then I think she's going to feel like, okay, well, this wore down. She's had her 15 minutes and it's not the same. And then, she'll get whatever she needs and leave him. And then he'll go maybe try to crawl back over there. Maybe they'll take the prodigal son back. I don't know.
Oh, they will. I mean,
I think that they may return after Charles fights the big one.
I don't know. He's not a big fan of his
Charles
brother.
might be like his mother and live until he's 107.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be
Ugh.
interesting?
Oh no.
He wouldn't look too
terrible.
good. I think Charles would look scary at 107 first. Can you imagine it?
Well,
Those Mountbatten,
Oh, he looks scary.
those Mountbatten looks don't rather well. I mean,
well, I really liked the queen.
oh yeah, she was a wonderful lady.
Dave gets so mad about that.
Why? She was a nice lady.
Carolyn, he said that it should be abolished. He
yeah.
said back in the day, kings and queens, they
I think so too. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
he
Oh,
said
but I have.
he said back in the day.
Really, I think it's like, who the hell? I would be like, who the hell do you think you are?
Like no,
Well, like you're no different than anybody else. You've been, born into, and you just like, I don't understand how anybody even supports that. Like, how they have all these uprisings and just like,
look at you. Why are you? What?
Well, I mean, they're figureheads right now that really wield any power. And the only reason I don't think it should be abolished is because they drive so much of the economy of Britain, that people the tourism dollars would just go into the toilet, I think, without the fascination of the royals. You know what I mean? Everybody goes there. They go to Buckingham Palace and all the palaces and the royals, and I just don't. I mean, I think I read somewhere once or heard it somewhere a couple of times actually that that's one of the reasons they keep them around is because of the tourism dollars. Is an economic decision. They're not people saying, "Oh, the royals are costing us so much money." The royals are actually bringing in so much money.
Yeah, but they tax the people, and I think that's the problem. See,
They what?
I would have a problem. The people
They-
pay the
Yeah.
tax.
Oh,
To
yeah,
keep
but
it
that's the
going.
government, not the royals. The government pays the
No,
royals. right? I mean, isn't that how it's set up?
Look at it. The people of the country are
Yeah, the
kicking in
people.
something.
Well, yes,
to
yes, they
keep the
are.
royalty. Yeah.
But
So
doesn't
I
that money come
agree.
back to the people though?
No,
Oh, it's their taxes. They
I
have,
don't think they see it that way.
no.
but I
They
mean,
bring in all that.
they
They bring
want.
in all that tourism, so that boosts the economy. So that pays the people back. And the way I thought about it.
No, they buy more land.
I don't know.
No, the money from the tourism dollars doesn't go to the royal family. It goes
No.
to
The
the
sovereign grant funds the queen and her household
Call
official
Yes.
expenses.
Yes, a sovereign grant that I thought was something controlled by the government.
But I don't
The
understand.
monarchy
So-
cost the
so-
taxpayer $114.6 million during 2021 to 2022 financial year, an increase of 17% from the previous year.
Well, that doesn't surprise me since everything went up everywhere. What do you think? I would like
The
to
price
know,
of
'cause I saw
royalty
that
went up.
more than once that they brought in all this money to the country with tourism. I would like to know how much it is, approximately. If they have a way of approximating that number.
They also get the privy purse and the queen's personal wealth and income, along with the sovereign grant.
They talked about getting rid of them several times, and they never do. I always wondered. I've been wondering if now that the queen's gone, if they might choose to sooner than later, because they loved the queen.
And
now she's not
look,
here.
Harry and Meghan got about $100 million from Netflix.
Really?
Oh
Wow.
yes.
Wow,
It's
that's
pretty deep. Man, money's pretty deep.
No, I had no. I would have
like I
never
said,
guessed there'd be that much
no
money.
done for those people.
And that's just one contract.
I did not think Netflix paid anybody.
And he had a
that kind of
$20
money.
million advance for his spare book deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was chump
$20
change after the
million?
Netflix deal.
Well, yeah, because they know the book is going to make 100, so they're going to go ahead and throw the person that's doing the book a good chunk of that. It's a percentage. It's like 13%, and then they'll get a chunk of that up
Well,
front.
yeah, it's because it's
Sure.
necessary. I mean, if it was some other prince, no way. But he's Diana's son, and Elizabeth's grandson.
Well, this is
I don't
true.
know if you heard me, Eva, but I said hi. Hi, Nico.
And Harry might be a pain in the ass, but at least his grandmother liked him. Apparently, they were
His
quite
what?
close. He and his grandmother were quite close.
Oh, they were. They say he was her favorite.
Yep.
Hi, Juju. Yeah, I like following them as well. Dave loves the history of the monarchs. He loves watching all the old programs on all the kings and queens everywhere. But
What do you think about
he
it?
doesn't like any of the modern. He doesn't think it should exist nowadays.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think it should either. I'm sorry, everybody. But I've said for years that they've got the best scam, the biggest scam, the longest scam going forever.
I don't care if they do it or
Come
not.
on.
I just
Nobody can even breathe near the queen. It's ridiculous. So mustn't do this with the queen, mustn't do that, must curtsy. I don't know how I'd feel about having to curtsy or bow or whatever. For real.
Really?
Well, it's
Yeah,
kind of the same thing when
I
you meet the president, I mean, kind of that kind of, you have rules.
What I think is ridiculous is that Kate has to curtsy to Andrew's daughters because they're born princesses. So she has to curtsy to them if no one else is around. If her husband's around, she doesn't have to. But if he isn't, she has to. Because then she's considered subordinate.
Yeah, but they want all that. That's their lifestyle. That's what they want.
Yeah. Hi, Jared.
Actually, Elizabeth
I think I'd
didn't
get a
like
little
all that
tired of
stuff, but she got,
thirsting to
When the
then
money's
you-
great, they want it. When the money's
Yeah.
not, they don't want it.
Elizabeth didn't want all that
Yeah.
stuff. She would much rather have had her sister take that role. She said her sister would have been much better at it and enjoyed it more. And she just wanted to be a happy housewife with her, husband. She said the
Who's
most
that? Who said
happy
that?
Elizabeth. Her happiest
yes.
time when she was an officer's wife in Australia before her father died. She was forced into taking the leadership.
Newlywed.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
And he hated it too.
And-
He hated it, which is one reason.
I know her father did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean why can't I think of her husband's name right now? Oh gosh.
Oh,
I
wow.
know what-
Piers
Blank.
Morgan has posted a series
Bill-
of scathing tweets criticizing
he
Prince
has.
Harry after the royal recent spate of interviews and promotion of his memoir, Spare.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
Piers
Piers
Morgan
Morgan
always
is like
Swallowed a bug.
he's always got scathing truths to lob at those
Yeah.
two.
Oh, yeah. He's just.
What does he have to say now?
I'm going to go look at his Twitter. Hold on.
I bet they're gonna
Good
be pretty
night,
bad.
Captain Lee.
Hi, Captain
night,
Lee.
Captain.
I am
Rest
off to
well.
bed. I am not reading until tomorrow. 25 chapters was amazing with as slow as I read. Oh, 25. I thought someone said you read 5.
No.
Oh, Barb said, the Queen's face is on all Canadian coins. As a tribute to the Queen, the Royal Canadian Mint created a special, what is that, Toonie,
our
Toonie,
$2
oh, your
coin.
The
Toonie,
Toonie.
your Toonie.
Loonies and Toonies.
Okay, because of the Queen's death, the coin is black.
Isn't that amazing? A black
Oh,
coin.
is it really? I'll have to get one. Throw it in the
I want one.
drawer
Not me.
somewhere. Oh, I'll buy.
You can't have one Scooter
Next
Day
time I
Ask
go
for
out,
Margot,
I'll
ask
pick
Marigold
the
to
Toonie.
get you one.
Is that, well, that's true. Marigold can do it. Although I don't know if you can.
Marigold can
Send.
bring them on vacation.
You hear me,
But can
Scooter?
you?
Marigold can bring them on vacay.
vacation.
Oh,
Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
I'll make a
I
note of
said you can't have one
We'll
Scooter
have to
Day.
put in
won't
our
allow it.
orders.
Excellent.
Eva. Oh, I
Hi,
said
Eva.
hi to you, honey.
Marigold. Yes. Oh, never mind. Marigold. Yes, you can bring us toonies. Do you have any black toonies?
I haven't gotten one yet, but I will check when I go to the bank.
I want one, Margot's.
I wonder, is it a limited edition? Like, will they really go into circulation, or are people just going to keep them?
Piers,
Which
let's
is
see what
clever of
Piers
the
said.
Canadian Mint.
She's probably talking about taking care of Harry proudly, and this is how he repays her. Piers Morgan called Prince Harry a disgusting hypocrite for his cruel remarks about his matron, Pat, in his book, saying Pat was small, mousy, frazzled, and her hair fell greasily into her always tired eyes.
Wow.
Ooh,
I don't know. Let's see. Somebody that... hold on. I just...
Did
know,
Harry said that?
Piers
about
has
that?
I guess. Yeah. Hold on a
no,
minute.
glass houses and all that.
wasn't very
Pat
nice.
had many crosses to bear. The biggest seemed her knees and spine. The latter was crooked, the former chronically stiff. We went on mocking her as she came down the stairs. Lovely children, lovely.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Such sweet
Who is
children.
he talking about?
He was talking about his matron, Pat,
Where that
saying Pat was small, mousy, frazzled, and her hair fell greasily into her always tired eyes. Pat had many crosses to bear. The biggest seemed her knees and spine. The latter was crooked, the former chronically stiff. We went on mocking her as she came down the stairs. Look at the old battle axe
boy.
as she tries
least
to
she admits
navigate
it.
down the stairs. What a
See,
tired
what
old
a-holes
woman,
They were. Yeah.
right? What's lovely, lovely.
Oh dear. I can't believe they were allowed to get away with that. Crazy, right?
Oh, and those people that keep paying us. Stupid. That's why I can no.
Oh, Oh, Nick Nico said 5 million coins minted and will appear gradually as needed and restock if necessary. And Eva, hello again. Carolyn, when is Eva saying hi to me?
Hi, Eva.
You won't say hi to me.
Did she say hi to me?
Oh, she probably did as soon as she came in, I'm sure.
Just not Scooter.
Eva Pole.
She said hi to me.
You didn't say hi?
Poor Scooter.
Her and Whisper said she didn't say what you told me she said, Carolyn.
What?
You said she didn't say she didn't like me.
What?
Remember you told me Whisper?
I told you Whisper didn't like you?
You said she was, yes.
I never said that.
And she's saying she never said that.
I never said that.
You do that with a straight
Well, that was
face.
Deborah Van, the top chatter.
How do you do that with a straight face? How
What
do
do you
it?
mean? Heart Made Wise told me all about it, Nicole.
But I
All
can't
I can-
see your face. I can't tell if you had a straight face, though.
All we can do is relay the information we're told.
That's true.
She's still not saying hi.
Still not.
Whisper goes, what?
I know what it was, Whisper. I do. I'm pretty sure Mommy knows.
Okay,
too,
he
but she's
said,
acting
what's
like she
very
don't.
sad, Harry, is your public self-destruction and your remorseless way that you've savaged your own loved ones to airbrush yourself. Piers Morgan brands Prince Harry a bully after his recent press appearances for his book. Hypocrite Harry's had his say, trashing the royals and British press, and now I'll have mine about him, and it will definitely be uncensored.
Hashtag hypocrite Harry. That's crazy.
He's an unconscious village idiot. Prince Harry denies calling royal family a racist. It was unconscious bias, he says. Then he said, just finished reading Spare Me. It's even more salacious in its deeply intrusive revelations about the royal family than you can possibly imagine. Prince Privacies sold them all down the river for a gazillion pieces of treacherous silver, a truly staggering betrayal. Hypocrite Harry must now lie in his treacherous bed, just like he lies about everything else.
Oh, give him a break, guys.
A U-turn on royal racism. Camilla the villain, and more bombshells have emerged from Prince Harry's media campaign for his book, and Piers Morgan has plenty to say about it.
Yeah, well, his brother, both of them are not exact fans of Camilla.
Remember Harry, Meghan rules, repeatedly trashing their family on TV, and a bunch of vile, callous, abusive racist is brave and heroic, but any criticism of the Sussex is spewing endless lies and smears is racist, damaging to their mental health, and must lead to instant cancellation. Says the guy forging relationships with Oprah, James Corden, Netflix, Spotify, Penguin Random House, CBS, and other media who will pay him money to trash his family. See. Given they've now said there was no racism, will they be giving back this award and apologizing for so shamefully smearing the royal family? Everyone's still trying to find some credible way to support hypocrite Harry, and the nasty, flame-throwing garbage he's hurling at the royals would be saying the complete opposite if it was one of their relatives endlessly trashing their family in public. Never seen an unhappier, happy man in my life. Prince Harry's a bitter, delusional, paranoid, family-trashing half-wit, exposing and exploiting the royals' most personal secrets for gazillions, whilst waging on with a jaw-dropping hypocrisy about media intrusion. He's pathetic, says Piers Morgan.
Scooter's a rebel? I didn't know
Piers,
Scooter was
please.
a rebel.
Deb calls me that. I'm not really one.
Scooter's got a secret life. She's a rebel. Poor little Georgie.
Hi, Sassy Darcy.
Hi, Sassy Darcy. Let's see, he said, unbelievable. He has a clip of the Colbert Show. Harry now blaming the press again for accurately reporting again the reckless boast in his book that he killed 25 Taliban, a revelation that's been attacked by many former top British Army commanders. Pathetic buck passing.
Is that still Piers?
Yep. And he said, he rails against the tabloids whilst tossing them lurid stories about sex, drugs, frostbitten todgers, and family dramas to sell copies of his book. Piers Morgan says the release of Spare has turned Prince Harry into a transatlantic turnoff.
Oh dear. I have to write down Hodges the way you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Nobody likes a frozen pee-pee.
Oh my goodness. I would think not.
I didn't say hi to you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Let's see.
Ho-hum.
He said, I was forced out of my job at GMB for disbelieving Meghan Markle's claims to Oprah that the royals were racist and that palace officials refused to let her seek help for her suicidal thoughts. Neither of these claims are repeated in Harry's book. I rest my case.
More of Piers?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he's a little bitter.
Piers Morgan eviscerates Prince Harry's latest media tour, says it's a mission to dismantle the monarchy.
Whoa, Scooter.
Piers Morgan chucks Prince Harry's book where he thinks it belongs.
He threw it in the garbage?
I guess so.
In the dustbin.
In the
The
dustbin.
dust.
Done and dusted. Okay.
I love that saying that they have, done and dusted.
Yeah.
I want to say it, but everybody will know I'm just stealing it, you know?
It's okay. He's stolen a few of ours, so I think it's fair.
It's fine. We'll tell him little Georgie said it was okay.
We're allowed to steal some things.
And I
I'll
hate
start-
when Americans say cheeky.
I always want to say shopping
Why?
trolley. Luke, grab the shopping trolley. Let's go.
Why do
Grab
you
a
hate when
trolley.
Americans
We
say
might need
cheeky?
2 trolleys. This might be a 2-trolley trip. I filled the entire trolley. Let's go. The trolley is filled to the rim.
It's fun to say cheeky, Scooter.
No, cheeky is
Cheeky
not
is
from our
nice, I like
country.
cheeky.
Come on. Sound like you're being a wannabe.
Well, cheeky, we say cheesy, so cheesy.
But
cheeky.
it's fun. Well, like, Scooter, you'll have to excuse me, but I was forced to watch a lot of PBS growing up, so if I use some British slang, then you'll just have to think I'm a jerk, I guess.
No, I don't think you're a jerk.
Just Georgie.
No, seriously, we weren't really allowed to watch television, but when we did, my parents made sure it was pretty much almost always PBS.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you remember that stuff, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
you can't watch television, but you can join us on Sunday evening for some masterpiece theater.
Oh, yeah. They have some good programs.
Yeah.
I have a lot of their programs I watch. I'm
Oh,
subscribed.
my sister and I, that was our first rebellion, was staying up and watching the Britcoms, like, and the Brit dramas, like EastEnders, Are You Being Served, Keeping Up Appearances, Faulty Towers. Almost like,
My mom loved Keeping Up Appearances. My sister. My
yeah.
aunt, they thought it was hilarious. I've
Oh,
never.
yes.
I've never seen
you
that,
would-
but
I've
I
never
would
seen
love
it.
think I should.
Scooter,
Yeah.
you would love it. You would love Hyacinth Bouquet
Yeah, that's what they were saying. I'll have to watch it sometime.
and her sisters Rose and Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, you would love it.
yeah.
You
Sounds
would laugh
fun.
and laugh.
I have to check it out sometime. I think I did once, and I thought, oh, okay, but I didn't, watch it. But
Yeah.
Julie, okay, Ashley Vestal, yes. Jared J. Baker, the answer is no. Anne Rose, maybe.
Keeping Up Appearances was my favorite too.
Deborah Van Couverden, we'll see.
Her poor husband is so put upon. He waves at a neighbor once while she's outside with him, and she's like, oh, Richard, put your arms down. A man your age waving his arms in the yard. I mean, just like, it was always like weird things where she was like, what will the neighbors
What the
think?
neighbors think.
We're much too high society to do things like that. Yeah.
I always thought that was a very Irish thing. I grew up with that. What would the neighbors think?
Well, she's a social climber, but she never actually gets anywhere. She just tries very, very, very hard.
Rose or Daisy?
Hyacinth.
Oh my goodness. Those are great cat names.
Yeah,
Rose, Daisy.
they are.
They are.
Yeah. Rose is her sister, who is like man crazy and like is always got a new boyfriend and dresses a little bit tardy,
Uh-huh.
And her father is senile and is always escaping and chasing the little ladies down the street.
Prince Harry's popularity has plummeted to the lowest level ever.
In Britain or anywhere.
In Britain.
Really everywhere.
Hold on, I was just where was I
Too
on
late
this?
to unring the bell.
As Britons turn their back on him, the Duke of Sussex is currently the least popular he has ever been. Let's see. Prince
It's a very
Harry's popularity has
British thing.
plummeted to its lowest level ever recorded in the aftermath of his explosive tell-all interviews. His autobiography,
Brits
Spare,
don't
has
like
dominated
lying.
the news coverage so far in 2023 with when bombshells were leaked ahead of its release. Harry has also pre-recorded multiple interviews in the UK and the US to promote the book and address the claims he has made in his memoirs. However, the extended coverage of his autobiography and the televised tell-all chats with journalists have worsened his popularity with the British public. The latest YouGov poll conducted between January 5th and 6th shows that 26% of Britons have a positive view of Prince Harry. Prince Harry's autobiography, Spare, will be released on January 10th. This represents a 7-point drop in popularity for the royal in about a month. The polling indicates Harry's autobiography has not gone down well with the British public. 64% of Brits that were polled said they have a negative view of the Duke of Sussex. Prince William has suffered multiple attacks from his brother in Spare, and the Prince of Wales' popularity has also suffered as a result. The first in line to the
Really? You
throne's
think it would go
popularity
up?
has fallen by 8 points, but remains significantly higher than Harry's levels. 69% of Britons still hold a positive view of Prince William, which is down from 77% in December of 2022. One of the most staggering claims from Prince Harry's autobiography was that his brother had been accused of knocking his brother to the floor during an argument in 2021. Harry wrote in the book, "It all happened so fast, so very fast." Oh, let's see. We already went over that
I'm gonna
one.
let that one go, huh?
Yeah, no. The dog bowl. He landed on the dog bowl, which cracked underneath him. Oh my gosh, cutting into his skin. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot, I'm in the wrong thing.
You know, British don't like whining at all. You know,
Yeah.
I think they find
Whinging.
his, yeah, whinging. Yes, I think that they're,
Yeah.
you know, quite put off by that. And I don't. I mean, even so, they can criticize the royal family, but he can't, because for them the royal family is synonymous with their national identity, right? So if he's trashing them, he's trashing the whole enchilada in their minds, I would think, you know. I'm sure they feel that you know, since he left the whole country and all this stuff, I think they feel some kind of way that he's, you know, abandoned them as well. You know, he was theirs, their boy.
True.
Okay, let's see. Do they still get money? Who still get money? The royals? Yes. Mm-hmm.
So
No,
I mean,
not Harry and Meghan, but they just got 100
Yeah.
million and 20 million. Yeah, and they've got more coming.
from Netflix and a book deal, but not from Britain at all. Yeah.
Right. Okay, and let's see.
But that's a whole lot of money. I mean, I had no idea it would be that much. Wow. 300 million.
I feel
just
so
like,
sorry for him that he was born to, you know, second to, you know, like somebody can control that. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And I felt bad for him that he lost his mom and that
Aw.
he seemed very lost.
Well,
but
that
that's,
the
yeah.
mom lost, yeah, okay, that I
Yeah.
agree with. But I'm talking about these little things he's putting on himself. Oh,
Yeah.
I was the second child. Oh,
Yeah.
Life is usually easier for the second child, actually.
yeah. The first child could say, "Oh my gosh, I've got all this responsibility. Look, he gets to go off
Yeah,
willy nilly, and look at him. Look at him."
Yeah, I'm sure that he doesn't see it that way, but maybe he should.
Why? Now that William has his children, he doesn't have to be the spare. So he didn't want to be a spare, so he shouldn't worry about it. William's got enough sons.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be the spare. He doesn't need to give him a kidney
Yeah,
anymore.
I mean, I wonder if he ever looked at it that way, that, you know, William had all the responsibility put on his shoulders,
Well, he should have.
too, you know.
Too late for that now.
Mm-hmm.
He's relieved of that. And
Personal burden.
I truthfully don't think Meghan wanted to stay there if she couldn't be the future queen.
Oh, I don't think so. She knew right from the get-go.
Oh, yeah, she could know right from the get-go, but she was going to make another thing, make him leave the whole thing, get some notoriety somewhere else, upset the apple cart.
I think she would have stayed if she'd been able to say what she wanted to say. You know, like, I remember she got real mad when, I guess they had some sort of a joint appearance where they were
Yeah.
talking about their charities, and she
Right.
was like
She's
championing
a
women's
very
rights, and she
domineering
got sort of-
person, and she
got
couldn't.
sort of take it in hand afterwards, saying,
That's
you
right.
know, that's not, yeah.
Yep.
And she was like, I can't say what I want to say, and, you know, champion the causes I want to champion, and that was, I think it was over
You're
right
happy
then.
now
She
that
was
you're
like,
an only child, Ashley.
yeah, she wasn't going to be told, you know, what she was going to be, what causes she was going to be, yeah. She didn't like that at all.
It's tough to
I think she did throw a fit about that. Absolutely.
Tough luck. Tough luck.
I think it, flew in the face of how she pictured things, and yeah, and she began to fall out of love with that whole picture. I think it was so probably fun while
Excuse me.
What are you making,
she,
Scooter?
while she thought she was going to be able to wear the pretty outfits and make the appearances and stuff.
All right, let's check if there's any more news on this Jennifer Coffendorfer, who I've lost all respect for.
Oh no, did she do more?
Oh, that one.
Oh, I know. Let me see.
I'm just sanding a little bit on here. Who's this now? Jennifer Coffendorfer.
She's an former FBI.
Oh, now everybody's quoting what I said.
What?
Really?
It's plain and simple, guys. This was filed before his arrest. If it wasn't sealed, he could have found out and split before he was caught. Nothing more. That's not from her. That's from people. But it wasn't there before. Someone's like, Jennifer, what the blazes is going on? The words public safety have me concerned. Which new direction is this horrific murder case going in? Oh my gosh. And here comes another one. The court papers were filed 12:30, right before the arrest. I don't see the correlation. It seems normal to me to keep things under wraps while the investigation is ongoing. Now they're all coming there, right? I think it's standard protocol. Now, that's scary, is it not? That the former FBI agent expert, now doesn't she realize how she's making herself look? This is,
oh boy.
Now,
That's unfortunate.
Does she have her own channel, or is she like on
Twitter account?
Twitter, but I think something's going on.
Twitter?
And I may be wrong, but I have not seen her with Enton and News Nation like she used to be. And I think they're like soaring. They're, Banfield's like, oh, we did it. Like they're celebrating this great success. And I don't think this Coffendorfer has been with them as much as she used to be. And I think she's trying to branch out and get all this traffic to her Twitter and subsequent, is she going to have a book deal or whatever she's going to have doing. And so she's been coming out with this stuff that's off the wall.
Oh, wow. So she was the one that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Hi, Kevin.
Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Somebody goes, never realized the legal system can be so mysterious. I thought it wasn't supposed to be that way. So, you really think that some of these people could be on a jury. Some of these people walk amongst us. Some of these people absolutely have zero clues of any way anything works. It's scary. It's incredibly scary.
It's
incredibly scary. Oh my gosh.
Was that Jennifer saying that? Please say that wasn't Jennifer saying that.
No, these are people replying to her, but she was saying what she did. She said she doesn't know anything. She doesn't know this. An FBI agent can't put this together. This is crazy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is.
Hi, rambling recruit.
And the legal system isn't really that mysterious. I mean, the rules and the way things are done it's not that mysterious.
Crazy.
I don't know.
this has to be connected to BK, to other murders. Really? Oh, yes, I'm sure that's what that is.
It has to be, huh?
Crazy. Oh my gosh. This is scary.
I'm having a hard time with the whole BK and other murders things because the other murders I've heard them talk about are murders in, a couple of our, of where he, was in Washington 5 years ago, and stuff like that. I'm like, well, why would he have been there? It doesn't.
He wasn't in Washington 5 years ago.
Or even in Utah or Indiana or,
He was in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but people, yeah.
I know. People are stupid. It doesn't... It's so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid.
I'm like, why are you even
There's a
thinking about
playbook
that?
for online crime. First, Chris Watts, right? He committed other murders right over there, and they found cases. Oh, look at this case. Now they go, any case. I think it's him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's really scary.
It really is.
I actually listened to a
incredibly
guy's
scary
theory
for
about it the
society.
other day. I don't know why I did that to myself, but yeah, his guy's theory was that he was picking victims based on a warped survival of the fittest ideology. What? How did you get there, dude? And then how would that explain the Idaho students? He had them right on his little board with the other people he was deciding that Bryan was responsible for. I'm like, so why would he targeted them? There was one lady who was being treated for cancer, one older gentleman who was legally blind, and those 4 young healthy people. And that idea of his was that he had some more survival of the fittest ideology that he was using to target people. It made me very sad, and I just wanted to put my head, up and. What did you see that was funny, Carolyn?
No. Some of these comments are just, I can't even read them out. They're,
Oh, please.
they're just so stupid. No, it's
If it's that amusing, you must tell us.
it's just ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, but reading people's ignorance can make you laugh, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Sometimes it makes you think, oh, you poor thing. How do you bake a cake?
I have to reply to something. Okay, let's see. Oh, I have to check if I got an email over there about that. Let's see. If anybody wants to call in, call in. You can send a email. Let's see here. Tracy, I already gave you the link. You have the link. It's the same link.
Kevin, I said hello earlier.
What? Who?
Oh, I said Kevin. I said hi earlier.
Oh, Kevin's finally there.
He didn't invite me early either, Carolyn.
We watched earlier some person that has these raccoons.
Oh, really?
In a house, and people were freaking in the Zoom, and they were going like, "Who would let those raccoons?" And Video Real wanted to call every authority under the sun because he felt sorry because the raccoons were so fat because they were being fed with all this crap. But it ended up being an abandoned house that they are they have like 12 cameras, and these raccoons are so big, and they're just feeding them. There's like the dog bowls all around, and the upstairs is a complete disaster. And then they have it like in a storage shed. I don't know why it ended up in my feed for some reason, because I don't watch that. I only watched that guy once, like that was like 2 years ago, but I haven't watched him. I don't know why it showed up in my feed, but then I shared it with the Zoom, and it was just outrageous. And
I clicked on it for a second, and I saw like a slide or something.
yeah, but they never went down the slide that we saw. But I mean, it's like, I don't know who's been watching that's showing up in my feed. People were losing their minds over it in the Zoom.
Can they go in and out on
This
their
is
own?
abuse. Somebody's got to call the authorities. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know.
So they're just sort of going in and out of this abandoned house or something? The raccoons? What is that?
What was someone
Oh,
sleeping?
they're not me.
That's snoring.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find out who's sleeping.
Just breathing, heavy breathing.
Congested breathing.
From sleeping.
Wait, I know, but I don't see who it is.
I don't either.
Is it video real? It might be video real.
It's a video percolator.
I think it's video real.
Woohoo, it's not me.
Yeah, I know. I looked right. Sorry, Margot. I looked right at you, and I saw you were already on mute, and I'm like, no, it's not Margot. And then, yeah, then I looked at.
Margot.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
He's getting a rest.
Yes.
Good rest, yeah.
Got some good rest video.
Sounds good, actually. It always makes me hear that. It gets me relaxed.
At first, I didn't know whether it was Sharon slurping the last of her ginger ale that she does, so nothing leaks in the bag for the deposits.
No, in the box. We put them back in the box.
You put them in a box. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I thought that was you at first, Sharon, but then I'm like, no, that's not Sharon. That's going on.
You had that wrong, Carolyn. It was not the bag.
Not this time.
Don't be offended that I called it a bag, Sharon. Please.
It's just that, you don't want it to leak all over your car. That's all.
Right.
I suppose if we put it in a bag.
plastic bag, then you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yes, Kevin, it's all my fault.
Was that you?
You're awake.
Of course I am.
How were you? You were sleeping a second ago.
How's that?
Go back and listen.
Not me.
Yeah.
Maybe me. Maybe me.
No, you were on mute, Elle.
Oh, I was.
Oh.
What did I sound like, Scooter?
Go back and listen, like a percolator.
Yeah, a
Like
percolator,
the
yes.
grizzly bear.
Just relax.
Who it was, it wasn't me.
Video to make you relax.
I always put it on mute because I talk in my sleep and I snore a little.
We have heard you talk in your sleep,
talk
but
in
that
my
was in a
sleep,
Zoom,
too.
a regular Zoom. It wasn't live.
What did you say?
I can't say out here.
Who was? Who did you?
That's what I thought. I say ridiculous things when I talk in my sleep. I don't do it all the time, but when I do, it's usually stupid.
What did I say?
Nothing
Who'd you-
bad. I'll tell you later.
You did hear her?
Yeah, but in her sleep on a Zoom, not here.
I know, but you heard her talking in her sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Pick the on-panel
Did I
sleep.
really say something you could hear, like you could make
Yes,
out?
it wasn't anything
Oh,
bad.
yes,
It was
lots
just
of
it was
stuff.
just a name.
Just a name.
What name was it?
A name, a rose by any other name would still smell as sweet.
What name was
What's
it?
in a
I'm curious.
name?
What?
What's in a name? A rose by any other name would still smell as sweet.
Rose? Did I say
No,
Rose?
no, it wasn't Rose.
By any
I'm
other-
just, please tell me. I'm curious. Was it David?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oops.
Breaking my heart.
Oh, my husband's name is David.
But you never call him David.
I don't.
Never.
Never. Is his name
I
really
always-
David? You never call him
I
David.
always- Yes, I do.
And
There we go.
and you know what?
Scooter,
Like most
Scooter
people, like
doesn't
okay,
already
like
do it.
most people, like even though I call Jimmy, every time like it's anything official, I always go James. Always, like if I have to give his name, it's always James. Or if he introduces you, it's
Mike is
James,
Michael.
right? So, do you say David? I'm making an appointment for David.
I always call him
I
David.
never hear you call him David.
I always do, except between him and I, and then on here. And my
Oh, she's talking to Scooter about her husband, Dave.
yeah,
David.
Dave's whole family. He's David.
Really?
Mother-
His whole family calls him David?
Oh, his whole family. Yeah,
That sounds so much different than Dave.
and he's Uncle
It
Dave.
does.
I've never called him Dave once.
Yeah, he's Uncle David. Yeah, he's David.
Dave. Because Dave is so different than David.
I call him David.
No, we're
Uh-huh.
talking about mine, my husband. My husband is David.
But she calls him Dave.
I call him Dave, but his
Don't say David though.
Did you make that up? His whole family calls him David. You started the Dave?
no, I think
No, if I said a different name, just tell me. I
You
don't
did
care.
not. I'm telling you, it was David. Davey. Remember that?
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Davey.
Oh, that's from
Davey and Goliath.
Yeah.
I have the little figure and everything. I
Oh,
love that show.
boy. Oh my gosh.
Davey,
Remember
that's
that.
not right. You told the lie, Davey.
I remember that show. I loved that
Yeah,
show.
so did I. It was only on like Sunday mornings, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's-
Sunday
Davey, what's the matter, Goliath? You told a lie.
Whoever's doing that is doing it good.
Me.
Carolyn, she's very good at being the giant.
No, he's not a Goliath, the dog. I have him in
Oh,
the
the
other
dog,
room. I
that's
have it.
right.
I have it in the. It's
The
still
dog,
new in the
yes.
package. It's like 20 years old.
Wow.
You're kidding.
That's
No, I have
crazy.
Davy. I have my Davy and Goliath.
They don't make shows like that anymore.
Nope, they sure don't.
I love the old shows.
Davy, you were supposed to walk Sally. Remember her
You know what
sister
shows
Sally?
I loved Family Affair
That's
Mhm.
what's wrong
Buffy.
with
Me
George's
too.
eyes.
and
Oh, wow.
Nanny and the Professor, and what was the other one?
Billy, courtship of Eddie's father.
Yeah, please
Hi,
don't eat
Mr.
the daisies.
Eddie's father.
Yeah, please don't eat the daisies.
that Eddie father.
Yes, Mr.
Well,
Eddie's
don't eat the
father.
daisy. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Eddie's father.
Yeah.
The courtship of Eddie's father.
We used to have this guy that serviced our oil burner that kept going, "Where is Mr. Jimmy?" That's what he called him that all the time. I told Mr. Jimmy that, yeah, I'm like, Mr. Jimmy, okay.
Mr. Jimmy.
Yes,
They don't
Mr.
make
Eddie
shows.
Father.
They don't make shows like that anymore.
I know.
Nope. They just Jean, and then he had Jeannie in this era. Jeannie and
I Dream of Jeannie.
yeah.
Oh,
Kept
I like
putting her,
that.
get back in the bottle, Jeannie.
I know.
Get in there, I've had enough. My friends are
That
coming
show was-
over.
Like, what an
That show
idiot.
was-
He had a genie.
And he treated her like
Don't
trash. He
worry.
treated her like trash, right?
Yeah. That show was.
yeah.
So
Oh, and I always
funny.
love how Darren could never let Samantha use her powers, right?
Right?
Don't
Yeah.
do it with
What's
it.
up
You
with
have to really,
that?
like, who the heck cares? Like, somebody be like, please, yeah, just twitch your nose and get it done, all right?
Give me $1 million.
Yeah, no
So I don't have to work anymore. Darren and Bewitched. They
No,
were
that
so
was so funny.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh, how
that's
stupid,
good.
right?
right.
Yeah.
Don't clean the whole house with twitching your nose. I want you
yeah.
to really work at it. And don't make that dinner with twitching your nose. I want you to really go to the supermarket and get it.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You slave in the kitchen.
So stupid. That was always so dumb.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
I know. Boy, I'll tell you what, I wish I had that because my house would be like,
I know. Can you imagine?
Ah,
No.
you want to
I
travel?
had a genie.
You want to get to another place?
Yeah.
Boom, you're there.
I had a genie. I would ask for unlimited wishes.
Well, I remember those days.
Oh,
My sister and I risked life and limb to sneak and watch those programs because those were
Yeah, we
the
did.
absolute no watch list. Absolute. My parents were, you know, a little weird for a while. They started going to some church, and you know that was all. I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched were, well.
Oh, Green
magic in
Acres.
witchcraft.
Used to
Green
watch.
Acres. I love that show.
Yeah, that we used to
David
only
the
see
Boy.
that like when we stayed home from school, and then they had Dennis the Menace on before that. Mr. Ed,
Lassie.
the talking
I love
Mr.
watching-
Ed.
I love watching Lassie, Flipper,
Horse is
Mr.
a
Ed,
horse,
Dennis
a
the Menace, all
horse,
that
a
stuff.
horse, unless the horse. is a
Oh, I
horse.
watched Lassie.
We were bad
Friday
children,
the-
and we snuck and watched, you know, whenever we possibly could. My
Oh,
mother
Liz
felt
Tops,
wise,
you
so
don't
when
want
she'd walk
Pierce
in and
Mulligan?
feel the TV was warm, you know.
Papa, Papa, Lassie got away.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
What's wrong, Lassie?
Oh, All in the
Shame.
Family
He
was
fell down the mine shaft.
hilarious.
Well,
Down the mine shaft.
All in the Family
Oh
was
no!
hilarious.
Down the mine shaft.
I love Mr. French.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they said,
Family
Mr. French, what
affair.
are we? They have sloppy Joes. We're having untidy Josephs. Remember? He was like, not untidy Josephs.
That Family Affair was a good show.
Oh,
All in
Mr.
the Family was
French.
hilarious. You couldn't. If whoever didn't laugh at all, in the
Uncle
Family,
Bill.
didn't
Uncle
have balls.
Bill.
I wanted Mrs. Beasley so bad.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we watched that.
You're gonna make no. That was Shamil Shmaza. But she's you're gonna make it right, and she throws the beret in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You're gonna
You're gonna
Oh,
make
no,
it
that-
after all. Yeah.
Rhoda.
Right. Yeah.
all.
With Carlton the
Mary
doorman.
Tyler
Yes,
Moore.
Carlton.
Yeah.
That's how Kevin is. I feel like Kevin's my Carlton. Yes, Carlton.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Kevin. Did you make your thumbnail yet? Yes, Kevin. But then you never saw Carl. You were never allowed to see him.
Oh, never.
What show was that on?
Rhoda.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
Mary Tyler Moore. Oh no.
Oh, you was still there with Rhoda.
Was it?
I thought
Where-
those two.
Was it
Rhoda.
Rhoda
Rhoda?
lived in
Yeah.
the same building.
Was it Rhoda?
Rhoda spun off of Mary Tyler Moore. Yeah. And remember that
Yeah.
Phyllis? That spun off
Oh,
there
yeah.
too. Yeah, Phyllis. That's
She was funny.
Cloris
And
Leachman.
Maud.
Yeah.
Maud.
Maud
We
and
had Touched by an Angel. That one was cute. Touched by an Angel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I never watched that really. Phil's Diner. The Sunday lineup was the Jeffersons, Phil's, Alice's Diner. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Why did I say Phil? Was the guy?
How about that?
Wait. What
Mel's
was-
Diner.
Mel's Diner. Why did I say Phil?
I don't know.
That was
That's
Alice.
crazy.
Yeah.
Read Kevin's comment.
Alice, yeah.
I'm coming.
I was remember Flo, and when I was living in Germany, there was a
Hold on, I'm trying to
girl
get
I
to
met
it.
there who had married a GI and come
I have
back
never
to Germany,
heard of
but
any
she
of
lived in
these shows.
Texas, and that's what she
We
used to
only
say all the
paid
time.
29 and
"Kiss my
all, yeah.
grits." She loved
Rob.
Alice.
Hello, Ruff.
I remember the end of Alice on the and remember she sits there and the kid Philip McKean is pouring scalding hot water where she's soaking her feet, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh my gosh! As a kid, I didn't even understand that. I'm like,
He
aren't
just
her-
died. He just died.
No, you're thinking
Recently.
of Adam Rich.
No, Philip McKeon. just
No.
died yes, a couple of months ago.
No,
I promise you. Google it.
really? He could only be like 58 or
I
something.
don't know how you guys can remember all these episodes. I can never remember any of them, and I used to watch them all the time.
Oh, I remember
Breaking
episode.
news.
Oh my gosh, you're right. But it was back in 2019. December
Was it that long
10th.
ago?
He died in 2019.
It was
Yes.
like yesterday.
Who?
Gosh.
Philip McKean. Alice's son.
Oh, that's
Oh,
weird. I thought I just heard that. That's
Nice.
strange.
Did this happen a long time ago?
2019, December 10th.
I thought I just heard it.
Let's see. He was a radio personality. He passed away at the age of 55 in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And how did he die? I don't know.
I think drug overdose.
The reason for his death was stated that he died after a long illness.
Yeah, I was thinking it was cancer, actually.
I'm sure you read some rag somewhere that was drug overdose. They always want to say everybody's a drug overdose. Everybody.
Just got a letter from little Georgie to Scooter.
Stop.
He said he wants to talk about his eye problem.
Who's Georgie? I missed
Oh,
something.
you
I
missed a
saw-
lot. Yeah, you don't want to
He's just a
know.
little fella
You
who
don't
can't
want to know.
defend
You might want to
himself.
rewind.
Oh,
Poor
my
guy.
kidding me. You might
We
want
really
got the
don't want to
eyes
hash
of
that
an
again.
angel.
Scooter's getting enough hate mail, okay?
He's got the eyes of an
Her
angel.
mailbox is
Poor
full of
Georgie.
hate mail, so please.
Wait, the Scooter.
She might also have a subpoena from
He's
the
got
British
the eyes
royal
of an
family.
angel.
So we have to stop.
Does Scooter get hate mail too?
Well, she may have some after tonight's show.
What
Little
does Georgie's
Georgie's
letters say,
upset.
George? Video reel?
He's got the eyes of an angel, she said.
Hi,
no,
Rough and
Scooter.
Ready. Dukes of Hazzard, yes. Falcon Crest, Dallas. I never watched. I know of those shows, but Ashley, but I never watched those. She knew
Dynasty.
Julie W. Yeah.
Dynasty was good.
And this might be a good time for me to just say that the opinions that you hear of our panel do not necessarily reflect those of Mommy Ramblings, aka Carolyn. And thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and rewind.
Yeah. Particularly the comments about evil eye children.
Oh my goodness.
Are we online?
You didn't know he was dead, did you, Barb? I don't think I did. Maybe if I knew, I forgot it. It didn't sound familiar to me. If I was a betting person, someone said, "Do you think he's alive or dead?" I would say he was alive. I would have lost that bet.
We're not live, right?
He wants me to.
We are live,
Scooter.
L.
He wants
Yes.
me to inform you, Scooter. He was voted prettiest eyes 3 times, back to back.
Probably only because of his evil influence.
No.
The opinions of those on the panel do not necessarily reflect those of Mommy Ramblings, aka Carolyn.
Those other kids were scared.
Everyone is responsible for their own opinion and commentary. Thank you. Please direct all hate mail to the proper person to scooterchick@gmail.com.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And if you're Georgie trying to contact her about the eye remarks, use
To
hashtag
scooterchick@gmail.com. To scooter, that's with the number 2. SCOOTERCHIC@gmail.com.
with love and care.
Actually, I don't know any of these people. I just popped in.
I think that maybe she's been swayed by the old nursery rhyme, and she just, think all Georges are bad.
Scooter's gonna wake up with like 200 subscribers from the Royals and be like, Carolyn, I don't know what I did wrong.
You know the nursery rhyme, don't you guys?
Georgie Porgy put in pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. When the girls came out to play, Georgie Porgy ran away.
When the boys came out to play. When
Yeah,
the boys
the-
came out to play.
That's what I said. When the
Yeah.
boys
Never
came
stood
out
a
to play,
chance.
Georgie
Oh.
Porgy ran away.
Yes. Georgie Porgy was quite a little masher.
Georgie Porgy putting in
Dear
pie, kissed the
Scooter,
girls
this is
and made
Prince
them cry.
Charles
When the boys
commenting
came
on your
out to play,
YouTube channel.
Georgie Porgy ran away.
Who is Gracie?
Gracie? George
Grace.
Burns and Gracie.
Oh,
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Gracie Allen.
Right, great.
Good night, Gracie.
good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. Sometimes she just said good night. but most of the time it was Good Night, Gracie. I love that. I love watching the internet show with my grandmother. There used to be old reruns on.
Just a few times.
We'd like to inform you, Miss Scooter, that Prince George would like to meet you in person.
Prince Harry is going to come on now that he's just a commoner and talk to you on your channel about your feelings about his brother's son.
My gosh, if you were a prince, would you ever stop being a prince?
Oh
Would you
my
ever be
gosh.
like, I don't want to be a prince anymore?
But
Would you ever
he
do
still
that?
is. Look at his book says Prince Harry.
Yeah, it does. Literally says Prince Harry on it.
Fraudulent prince.
But would you give up the castle and stuff?
He did. He's supposed to by law.
Would you ever do that?
He did for her.
Yeah, I know,
Even
but
Prince
would you
was-
ever do that?
Of course I would if she was the one.
Oh my
Even
God.
Prince was the artist formerly known as Prince. I mean,
I'd go
Harry
find
created it.
another one that wanted to be a princess.
He's going to
There's so many
resent.
girls that would.
He's going to resent it
Oh,
because right
totally.
now he's got all the money, but it's going to be, and the way she like, whoever's told you to speak to anyone like he spoke to her harshly.
He'll go back. He'll go back one day.
It's not just going to change. He's not just going to. He is who he is. And that's who he is.
And he doesn't see her flaws, does he?
Not
He
yet.
what?
Not yet, because
Well,
she's so domineering.
Hmm. He doesn't seem to see her flaws.
No.
It's
I
a
mean, everyone
cruel
has
world.
flaws. but
If he
doesn't
wasn't
seem
a
to.
prince, she would have never
Oh,
been
that's
interested
fine.
in him.
Never.
And why did her first marriage fail so quickly?
Well, I don't think she's all that.
I don't know.
Do you guys think she's all that?
No.
I mean,
No.
she's all right.
I assume it
What'd
might
you
have.
say, L?
She doesn't think she's all that.
She's all right. She's pretty.
Who, Megan?
Pretty. Yeah,
Well-
she's pretty.
Harry would beg to differ with that opinion, though.
She's pretty.
She's pretty.
She is pretty.
Right.
Okay.
obviously, Harry thinks she is all
She's
that,
not-
and the
She's
proverbial bag
nothing
of
for.
chips.
She's nothing for a prince.
The queen said she was no spring chicken.
She's
No, she didn't.
and she's divorced, which I'm divorced.
Oh, but the
I'm
queen
not
did.
good enough. I'm not good enough for.
She
a
said
prince.
she was no spring chicken.
No spring chicken.
Charles was divorced. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean it's not a big deal, but he could get someone that's not divorced, that's beautiful.
We could. I mean,
Should
it's
have
like,
known the way.
And
Georgie
she's
was
older.
looking at
And
him.
she's older than him.
Right, and someone younger
oh,
that's not a witch.
well, he had plenty of opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know why he married her.
Oh, who knows?
Doesn't make sense.
He fell in love.
Barrel struck.
He fell in love. I mean,
I don't
People
know.
don't-
I don't know.
love is not a smart. No, love is not always a smart move.
I really
right?
don't
mean,
see. You could disagree with me. I really don't see a lot of love there on either part.
No, and there's so many other women he could fall in love with.
I'll never forget
But,
the
I
way
mean, it
he
just doesn't
described
make
their
sense.
engagement. It was just so very cold. It wasn't. Just very bizarre.
But why her then?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I ask myself all the time.
I thought I assumed
Maybe
that
he wanted
had
to
have,
rebel.
you
Maybe
know.
he wanted to rebel.
Well, I guess that's an
Maybe.
attractive option. I guess.
Maybe. Maybe he wanted to rebel.
I'm gonna marry
To be
an American
noticed, and how would he
actress.
be noticed? But to do something like this,
Very true.
and he'd
Very
get a
true.
lot of notoriety, wouldn't he?
Very true.
Because he was dying to be noticed. He didn't like being a spare.
What
He
if
got
he planned
bad.
his own future?
But he got bad notoriety.
They say any press is good press.
Right?
They do.
That's so true.
Any press is
Yeah.
good press.
What if he was thinking about this for years before it happened?
What if he planned this?
I know.
What if it was something sinister? What if he set it all up? That person that set them up on the blind date? He knew all about it. He found out who knew her and then said, could you set us up on a blind date? Here's $20,000 to do it. I wanted to make a really big splash with my family. Then I want to get a Netflix contract when we leave.
Book deal.
Get a book deal. And then when I
Couple
get
magazine
divorced,
articles.
after I've got all the money, then I'm going to go move back and be accepted back, and she'll be hated, and I'll take my children, and then I'll marry the young little blonde thing that I've arranged for, and everybody will love me again.
I don't
may have
think
met
you
her.
put too much into it. That would be a great plot twist, but
Yeah, he
I
may have
don't see him thinking that too much into it.
he may have met her and thought she's the perfect candidate for what I
twist.
want to do to them.
And
Yeah.
then he'll write a tell-all book on her and how horrendous she is. And then all the royals will join in with that.
And they'll be like, "We love you, Harry," again.
Saying how she domineered him, and he won't tell everybody that it was a setup, even though it was.
Yeah.
And then one day, the woman that he paid will come forward with her own book. And nobody will believe her.
Nope. All these books. No, he didn't have to pay anyone. Probably went on a date with her and be like, she'd be great for my plan.
That would be good.
They'd hate her. They'd hate her. I'm gonna marry her.
What did you find, Kevin? What did Kevin tell you?
Oh, about an old TV program, an old comedy
Oh,
called I Married Joan.
I married you.
Yeah, I just subscribed to the channel. It looks funny to watch.
I've never heard of it. I've married Joan.
It's
That's
a
must be-
real old one, Elle.
What about Bachelor Father with John Forsythe?
Oh, yes, I loved that when that was on at the time.
Yeah.
Adam 12. You remember Adam 12? The dark-haired guy was my husband. He was, as a little kid, he was my husband.
Really?
No, I faked that too. You're my
Emergency.
husband.
Remember the emergency
Yeah.
program? I remember second grade on Friday nights. I loved that. Carol Burnett show I used to watch and bake
I
cakes.
love
Oh,
it.
Carol Burnett, I love. I met Carol Burnett.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah, well, she was in a restaurant that I was in. It was just her and her date, or her husband, and me and my husband. And we were the only people in the restaurant, but I didn't go up to her. I didn't want to bother her. In Montecito.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where we were.
That's nice that you don't bother the stars when you meet them.
No,
So
I don't-
you'll
I don't
be
go-
fine on our vacation.
Yeah, I don't go up to people ever.
Yeah, please.
They're just like regular people.
You're just
you know,
like
they're
regular
not-
people, no difference.
Only Kiefer Sutherland because we had a mutual friend, so I got a picture with him. That's the only person I ever went up to because I had something to talk to him about.
I can't say the same.
That part. We have a 29-year-old victim here.
Was he nice? Was he nice?
Who?
So nice. He took a picture with me. My
Who?
husband did it on the computer that he hid from me. He has all my pictures of my kids,
Oh, really?
my whole life.
My Mother the Car. I was just thinking about that. I've never
Yes, I
watched it,
love
but I just
that
remember the
show.
name of it.
Yeah,
My
that
Mother the Car.
one was good.
I loved that too.
Trapper John M.D. Yes, Gonzo was my husband too. As I grew older, he was one of my
He was
husbands.
handsome.
I had a few husbands. He lived
I
in that
miss
RV in the
Herschel
parking
now.
lot. And he always wore he was so out there with that. He wore the tie-dye surgical cap and stuff. Yeah.
Carolyn, what was Elle saying? Because I couldn't hear her. Something about pictures. Somebody took pictures.
Her ex.
Took pictures of
No, she took off with all of her pictures with her stars and children and stuff.
Oh.
With my whole everything.
Oh.
Yep. He said he
What a
couldn't find it.
bum. He's a
I
bum.
know.
Okay, you can add that to the hate mail. Remember, 2scooterchick@gmail.com. Direct all hate mail correspondence to that email.
And remember, the number 2.
The number 2, yes, not, it's the number 2. The digit.
Think Scooter's going to be busy tomorrow.
We have to unblock Nightbot.
Who blocked Nightbot?
Why
I
would-
blocked them for
The other
myself.
night.
Why would you?
Didn't.
He never hurt your feelings.
I'm sorry, Nightbot. Please direct your hate mail
I
to
didn't mean
Scooter
to.
Chick at gmail.
I kept forgetting to go unblock him.
George Alonzo Gates. That was his real name, George Alonzo.
Wow, Carolyn, I have $1.64 waiting for me.
Okay. George Alonzo Gates.
Well, where was he from, Carolyn?
Gonzo Gates and Trapper John MD.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Hey, wait a minute. I played the Mega Millions tonight.
ooh,
I wonder if I won, and I really need to
Me
win.
too. I need the numbers.
And you know what? You ever have a thing like Jimmy calls me and he goes like this, the Powerball can't be that number. And I go, all right, can you just switch this one for that one? He goes, well, I can switch that, but I can't put that number in. So I'll just put this. And I'm like, oh gosh. And then I think like, should I have pressed it? What if I would have, like if that one number would have meant I got all of them, right? And you think like, oh my gosh, right? But I don't know. I woke up today and I just had these numbers in my head. And I came downstairs and I wrote them down. I wonder, did anybody win, Kevin? Did anyone win, Kevin? Yes, someone in upstate New York. They bought their ticket in a small
Kevin
town
forgot
in
to
the
buy his tickets
Catskills.
again.
What?
Kevin forgot to buy his tickets
Oh
again.
my goodness, and I was going to tell you. Oh, and I forgot because we got so into vacation planning. Sorry.
I never buy a ticket.
But if I won, I'll flip the whole.
forgot to.
I'll take care of the whole vacation. If I win,
I never buy a
if I
ticket.
won.
Did you think you won? Maybe you did.
We hope so, eh, Nicole?
Yeah. I didn't win. I didn't buy a ticket.
I don't buy tickets.
I'm hoping that I won. Even a partial win. I'll take a partial win. You missed the planning. Uh-oh, rough and ready, see?
No, you did, Ruff.
No, but I mean, see, we have a...
Cool.
Well, you better get your butt in because...
How many numbers do you have to pick?
it's 5 in the Powerball.
Wait, what are the numbers?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm asking. Kevin's checking if anyone's won.
Yeah.
No one hit. Goes up to 1.35 billion. But what was the Powerball, Kevin? I could have got something. What were the numbers?
does anybody have all the numbers?
Yeah, last time it went over a billion.
Gentlemen, did I get
1,000.
one number correct? Gentlemen, did I get 2 numbers correct?
That was so fun.
Right? Gentlemen, do I have 3 numbers correct?
Beep, beep, beep.
Gentlemen, do I have all 4 numbers correct? No, you don't. Okay.
Nobody hit it yet.
Well, the thing is, Ruff, if it didn't hit tonight, it'll be another chance this week.
It didn't, he said.
What were your Powerball? What was the Powerball you have there? Number?
7 and 3.
7 and 3?
Yeah. Quick picks.
Oh, 7, 13, 14, 15. Get out of here. You would never play those numbers like that, right? 13, 14,
What?
15, 18.
Yeah.
We have to try. We have to, next time we have
Look
to play
at those
them.
numbers. 7, 13, 14, 15, 18, 9. Hardly
Wow.
anybody plays all low numbers like that. Because they'll be like, oh, they'll never hit all low numbers like that. Wow. Crazy.
9's the mega.
9. I didn't know. No.
Who
no,
would ever
no.
play 13?
No. Yeah, I play 13.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I have
It's
14.
my son. It's one of my son's birthdays, but 13 is a lucky number in Italian.
I play 13.
13, 14, 15, 18, 9, and 7. Did you get anything,
One
Scooter?
number, that's it. It's not the Powerball. Or whatever you call it, the mega.
Calm down, Scooter.
I know.
You still should take them in and scan them. I always take mine in and scan them.
Yeah, I do too.
That's good. We hit enough times, we can cover poor Georgie's eyesight.
You know, I really do have to rewind. I couldn't hear anything on the sound.
You don't want us to repeat it because it's just going to be more hate mail for Scooter.
Please, yeah. Let's just forget about it.
Again, that address is the number 2 SCOOTERCHIC@gmail.com.
Rumor is she has her own channel too.
And it never
Please
failed.
leave any negative comments about Scooter over there as well. Thank you very much. It's of the same name as the email. Thank you.
Can there ever be anything good about me?
Again, the disclaimer that
Real quiet.
the opinions and statements expressed by the panel do not necessarily reflect those of Mommy Ramblings, aka Carolyn.
But did you notice there was people that agreed? They said yes, they felt the same.
Disclaimer, the opinions of the chat do not necessarily reflect those of Mommy Ramblings, aka Carolyn. I'm going to have that scrolling across the
Did
screen.
you see
from
my
now on.
blue one that I made tonight?
I did. I was watching you.
So what are you're rolling the... See, but I don't understand that, okay?
I put it in the oven.
But here's why I don't understand
I
it. 'cause
baked it.
But if you decoupage, you have to paint it white.
Yeah, but I'm not decoupaging it. I'm just trying different things.
You're branching out, okay?
Branching out.
Top secret type stuff.
I don't know, just a few. I'm just, I don't know. I thought it was pretty.
Give us her name, Scooter.
You should bejazzle it or something, bejewel it or something.
I could.
Bedazzle.
I'm just like a mad scientist right now.
Yeah. You told us you baked it in the oven.
I have to do this one in the oven. Well, I did it in the oven, and then I put more on there, and I'm going to bake it again.
1.35 billion next Mega Millions drawing Friday, January 13th.
Friday
the 13th.
You have to get our
You
ticket.
gotta play the 13. Friday
Yeah,
the 13th.
Very lucky number, trust me.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah, it is too. 13. It's lucky. It's lucky for me, anyway.
Lucky for me too.
In
showed you the
Italy,
result.
it's considered a very lucky number. Lucky number 13. Did you put glitter in there?
Oh, that's pretty, Scooter. What'd you do to that?
This one is a Prego spaghetti jar, and I made it pink, as you can see, and baked it in the oven. This is just
How did you do that?
It's a beautiful art glass shaped like a Prego spaghetti jar.
it's food coloring with the Mod Podge glue.
Oh, you're wait. You baked it? Wait.
Yeah, you know, I let it dry, and then I put it in the oven to dry it off.
What do you mean the Mod Podge? You put the Mod Podge on it. Wait, is that on the inside or the outside?
This one is the inside.
So do you pour the Mod Podge in there? After this?
Take a brush and, you know, move it around in there.
Did you try using the extreme glitter Mod Podge? I wonder what that would do.
It'd probably be pretty.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that would be cool.
On a translucent color like that, it would probably be nice.
This one is the inside as well.
Right. Have you tried multiple different colors, like rainbows?
I might, yeah. I'm a math scientist. I said, I'm doing.
But you haven't, at this point, you have not ventured into rainbow colors.
Not yet, but I'm,
All right.
been buying food color and paint, and
Okay.
I have a gold one, and a yellow one, and the yellow one, there was some stuck in the bottom on the inside. So
That's so interesting because I make a little ornament it's one of those little, it looks like a jar, but it's an ornament, and I put the mop and glow or the polyacrylic and then put a very light, it's almost like a yellowish glitter. It's a glitter. And then you put all is calm, all is bright, and then you put a little battery powered tea light in it, and it made that lighted ornament, and you did all is calm, all is bright with the cricket decal.
But
I wonder what that would be with food coloring.
I put some paint in this yellow one. It was really pretty, but then something messed up and I didn't like it. So what I did
You threw it, you smashed it, you just took a hammer and smashed it.
I put warm water in it, and it was so cool because it made like a balloon. It all came out of the jar, and there was like this balloon.
Right before the explosion.
Mad scientist, she said.
It was fun.
Stinging your eyes. And you think you could see properly now, right?
Dear Carolyn, I'm in the emergency room right now. I'm not sure how long I'll be here.
It was
but
so
I love
gorgeous. All I remember is seeing this gold, beautiful color, and then I don't know how I woke up in the ER, but Lexi said, "Grandma, you went straight across the kitchen with the explosion."
Poor Scooter.
They said they think my eyesight will be restored completely.
I should have never said those things about Georgie.
She could always blame the explosion on that. I wasn't seeing clearly. I'm so sorry.
Georgie lost his eyesight?
No. Believe me, Nicole, we don't want to go there anymore tonight. I could tell you it's in the realm of, did you ever see that movie? Was it called Damien? Was that the movie that was called?
Yeah, The Omen.
Oh, The Omen. See, it wasn't called Damien. It was called The Omen. That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh, my eyes are watering.
Enough said.
Well, I missed a lot tonight, I guess.
You did.
You could catch up.
That's what that little arrow is for. Replay, whatever.
That's the pink vase I sent to you last year, Scooter.
Oh, let me show you what I got at Goodwill. I thought it was cute.
They still haven't fixed the glitch on YouTube. I wonder
With the views?
Yeah, I'm going to see what Team YouTube says now. I wonder how long it's going to take. Team YouTube. Do, 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 do. People are getting very upset over here. They're going, Team YouTube, it seems like current views are being counted and not taking away past views anymore, but our videos are affected by that glitch yesterday. Are we ever going to get the views back we lost because of it? This video quite literally lost out on tens of thousands of views yesterday. People are upset.
Got that?
People on Team YouTube, they're pissed. They are pissed.
I got this because it was a good year. Can you guess what year?
64.
No.
55.
Huh?
55.
60.
5'5"?
Am I right?
Yeah. Can you see what it is?
No, let me see. Pull it back a little bit.
She's doing it real fast so we can't screenshot the trademark.
McDonald's?
Yeah.
Wow.
Where'd you get that?
At Goodwill. And it
Oh, at
says
Goodwill.
Speedy, the little hamburger guy. Look how cute that is.
Very
Isn't
cute.
it cute?
Yes, very cute. It is. It is very cute.
And see, look.
What?
Well, I mean, it was a reproduction.
Oh, it was? Or how do you know it was a reproduction?
Well, it has to be. It looks too new.
Oh, okay. How much did it cost? Was it very expensive?
Well, half off. It was $2.99 and half off.
Oh, wow. That's kind of pricey.
I didn't even know
That's
it was
pricey. That's pricey.
half off of that.
I know it's pricey, though. I'm joking, Scooter. Come on.
It's so cute.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
The little hamburger
But
guy.
half off,
She looks so
Carolyn.
cute with that serious face.
Really?
Yeah. And then she keeps staring at the camera like something's gonna
But it was half off. But that's expensive. It's pricey.
It was so freaking packed in there. I didn't know it was Senior Citizen Day.
And you got an additional senior citizen discount?
Well, that's why it was half off.
Oh, no, because they normally have certain things that might be half off. No, wait, that's Salvation Army. Or does Goodwill do that too?
Tuesday, they said half off Senior Citizen.
Really? Half off everything?
Yes.
I wonder if that's in every Goodwill.
I don't know.
Wow.
Confessions of a delightfully
One
modest
other thing. I was going there to find stuff to decoupage. But so many people were there and playing with everything, and there wasn't anything. But I don't know
See, they're
why.
going, so Team YouTube, what happened here? Because people had like no views. Like there's a whole thing of just black. And then they said, what the Team YouTube said, we're working on a fix now. You can check out updates. Oh, here. Oh, they gave us a link to updates. Let's see where they are with their updates.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know this was Avon, or I wouldn't have bought it.
Why? Avon stuff is highly collectible.
Isn't that?
Very. Yeah.
Yes, that's highly collectible. That's Milk Glass from Avon's highly collectible. Did you get that there as well?
Yes.
If your views are dropping, don't panic. There's an issue with real-time viewership drop, and we're working on the fix now. That was tweeted by Team YouTube January 10th, 2023 at 1:03 a.m. And they have, let me see, how many comments? It says, my views have been
24 hours.
dropping. Should we
Yeah,
wait to post
February.
videos? Is this resolved, or will we be punished? Let's see. Let's see.
If anybody collects Milk Glass and Avon, you can have this because I don't want
We're
it.
having an auction tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bring it and sell it. All right,
I
let's
thought
see.
it was something different. I didn't see Avon on the bottom. On the bottom.
So they still haven't fixed this? Let's see. Let's see. You're not alone. Seems as though most, if not all, content creators are having issues. There's a wild glitch, lol. Hoping we get the missing views back. I know YouTube said they were working on a fix, but look at this, LMAO. Almost 50 to 60K views gone. This is like a third of my views.
They
Thank
said
you for
they were getting it
smashing.
fixed, though, from what I saw.
What?
They said they were getting that fixed.
Yeah, but they haven't yet.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm trying. They probably. What the heck went on? I wonder what happened.
If everyone could just take a few seconds to smash the like button for us.
Everybody's showing this big black space in their views.
Just a quick smash and a thumbs up. And Scooter will take everything she said about Georgie back.
Video.
What she said, I didn't even hear what they said.
All right.
Hopefully this will be fixed soon. This is a... Well, what the heck? It's beyond a joke at this point, someone said. Views have dropped.
If they freak out this bad in 24 hours, imagine like 3 days.
Yeah, someone said, first video back for 2023 and I get hit with this? Crazy. Freakazoids.
It's the 11th of January, sir. You should have been making content earlier.
I don't see, they still haven't, it should be pinned, but it's not. A friendly but important reminder. Let's see. We're working on connecting your real-time views as we speak 15 hours ago. Hang tight, and the correct numbers are coming soon. 343 comments later. It's still not there. Let's see.
What happened? Are you still? Did you go off?
No, I'm still looking for this thing. I was trying to figure.
I
No,
don't think you're live. I think it went off.
no,
No.
no. We're live.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Look
Totally.
at those eyes. Georgie's putting her up to no good. Thank you, everyone, for smashing the like button.
Oh, we need some more likes.
They do.
Linda, you're still awake.
Hey, Linda.
Can you guys all try if the like button works? Those of you that didn't press it, because they said that the likes buttons are stuck at that number right there. So could you check that out, guys, and see if they said it? You won't be able to make it move past that number. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, you better find out.
We'll see. Let's see. Oh, I guess not. I guess no one can make it move past that number. Maybe that's a sign to play that number.
It is.
That is strange. Oh, gosh, someone got it to move past that. I don't think that, but I bet you can't go any further.
Because Kevin got beat.
I said no. There, oh, Sneaker put it back. You just got here, smash that like. Oh, there it goes. It went up. So they
I
must
just
not.
hit it because I wasn't actually, I had to go to my phone to hit it. I always hit it though, don't worry. Always the first thing I do.
Hey, Julianne.
Except tonight I didn't because I wasn't on there.
Nicole, did you hit it?
Thank you, everyone.
Of course I hit it.
Could
Of course.
you please get Nick and Joel to hit it as well?
Get who to hit it?
Nick and Joel.
I think Nick just got home from work and he's in the shower, but
Okay, after he's out of the shower, just have him go hit it.
He's got to hit the like button.
make sure he does. Absolutely.
Time's wasted.
Uh-oh.
Julianne's here. Oh, really? Ruff, I don't see that. I see 69. We had 70, but somebody took their like away.
Oh,
Fine.
no.
Vital was
I
5.
was 69.
Somebody took.
I have
There it goes. Now
71.
our 70 like is back. Now it's down again. It's gone. Somebody took it back. They put it back again.
Uh-oh, Julianne's here.
You need to refresh, Rob.
Yeah, I literally just
really?
got here
I don't
and,
see that.
and
I see
I smashed the like and I saw
69. We had 70, but somebody took their like away.
well
I was 69. Somebody took. There it goes. Now our 70 like is back.
Oh, now it's
down.
away. It's gone now. Somebody's fooling around with the likes. And Julianne, your YouTube is playing.
refresh. Yeah, I literally just got here and I smashed the like.
Scooter.
What?
It's okay, Julianne. Deep
No,
breaths.
I'm not.
It's
No.
okay. Deep breaths.
It's time.
I thought I saw a little smile there.
I'm just smiling.
Maybe you
but-
need to get your eyes checked, Ruff.
Hi, Julianne.
Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Now it's 70 again. Scooter might be able to help out with your eyes.
What? Oh, stop it.
About eyes, it turns into that thing again that we don't want.
Rambling recruiter.
They're saying echo?
No, because Julianne was playing YouTube. Kevin will discuss that with her later.
How are you, Julianne?
Well, can we just talk all about me for a minute here?
Yes, let's talk about Julianne
I
and getting these
don't-
likes up.
I
How
don't
are
know. I don't know what the topic of tonight's.
Well,
Well,
we started out with Bryan
I'm not
Kohberger.
saying I wanted to know. I wanted to talk about me.
How
Oh.
are you?
But okay, yeah. Oh well. I just got home from, it's really great to have a big family and to all get together
Right.
and stuff. Like, especially all the grown up ladies. But
Yeah.
y'all, I'm telling you, wow. I'm just so glad to be here. Like, I love my family so much, and there are so many of them, and man, we have a rocking good time. But family is intense. Wow. So I'm
Very
so happy
intense.
here.
Everything's so
Yeah.
laid back and easy in here. It's easy listening.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, I hear you, Julianne.
I've actually been home for like an hour, just kind of talking to myself out loud, just processing everything, and then text messaging back and forth with my daughter, who was also there. And it's all good. I mean, everything is good. But man, women and families, wow, it's a lot.
Yeah.
When we finally have a chance, we finally have a chance to be together without like the little ones or the men and all that, the brothers and all that, just the women,
Right.
all gathered together.
Mm-hmm.
It is intense.
Powerhouse.
Oh my God. A lot going on there. So anyway, thank you for allowing me to vent for a second. and I will try to refrain.
Any
now.
family members who might have been offended watching Julianne here, you can address your comments to
No,
Julianne.
I mean, it's like I wouldn't want any other family. I'm
No.
so lucky.
She
It's
loves
like,
you
can
all
you
very
imagine?
much.
Can you imagine me times 25?
That would be hard.
Wah!
Yeah.
We all have our opinions.
I
Oh my
hear you.
gosh. And I'm sorry if I've ever offended any of you. Oh my God. Ooh.
For any of the women in Julianne's family, if you have any feedback you'd like to share after this paid programming, please just let us
Just
know.
email Scooter and she will direct that along with the other hate mail Scooter has.
Now that you mentioned it, Julianne, yes. You did offend me once or twice.
Really?
No.
No.
Well, I've just grown up around women that we like to just bump up against each other and sort it all out, and then we all hug and cry and kiss. You know, we love each other all the same, and we all have different opinions, and we have a lot in common, but we have a lot not in you know.
Right.
And we all have our own kids, and you know, we're all like. And so there are all those little cousins, all that, you know, and, you know, it's all good until there's one little cousin in the bunch that does something that you don't like about your kid. And you're like,
Right.
oh,
It's like a kid. Sometimes like they just look a little weird in the eyes sometimes, like they're going to do something.
Like poor little Georgie.
I don't know. It's like when people have that many children, there's bound to be one, you know, in the bunch.
Absolutely.
I mean, I only
Scooter
have
knows
two.
well about that. She was talking about that earlier.
Georgie never stood a chance.
I only have two, but like my sister has five.
I'm putting my watch on the charger.
And they're all grown, and all of them have multiplied. Like, I have two children, and my son and his wife have recently had one child. But I'm telling you, I'm the youngest in the family, and my elder sister and brother each have 5 children, and they've all like multiplied like rabbits. And you know, you just can't. You know, there's just a lot of family going on there. It just can't all be heaven there. But the thing is what we do is the women and the family get together, and we just hash it all out. Hash it out. And we get it all done, but man, I am emotionally exhausted.
But that's a good thing to do, though, Julianne. You're hashing it out.
It's
getting it
kind
out,
of like
talking.
Festivus.
So-
It's kind of like Festivus.
Yeah. And
The airing of the grievances.
Yeah, we're not leaving.
Right.
But if you do agree to air the grievances, see, you have to see. People say, "Oh, I'm fine," you know, just tell me what's going on, and then a lot of people never are, because when you do criticize them or say something, then they get all defensive, start yelling and screaming,
They say they're fine. And
gnashing their teeth, and then
Y'all, we go to the other side of our family.
right, and then you go, "Is everything okay? Really?" Yeah.
No, we go to like my mom's.
You're not upset? No.
Sister's side of the family, and all they talk about is like what color they painted the wall and what, you know, like it's all very pleasant. Like they do not get down in the nitty gritty. And you know, I just don't. I mean, I totally respect that, but it's just hysterical. Like we were all talking. Like when we go over there, like they have just as many people, but they're all like, la 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 pleasant, and they don't.
Are they phony? Do you think they're phony?
No, I think that they have like. I think that there are just. We were trying to figure. It's like in my family, we're just very intense, very opinionated, and we cannot sit there and we're not good at small talk. Like we have no small talk. We're not good at it.
It's like this.
And on that other side of the family, they are just so like they don't they just like think about, you know, like really, you know,
Coffee and things like little ducks and chicks for Easter, and
yeah,
should they repaint their family room?
yeah,
The color of the year, the Sherman-Williams color of the year.
yeah. And I mean, they run businesses and they're great at it, and so do we. But
Right.
I mean, they just don't really get upset.
Right.
They just don't get. They just
They're not as emotional.
no,
No.
no, no. Except for that, some of them are, and so they come over to our thing, and they're like, "Oh my God, I just," and they're like twitching because they don't ever get to vent, you know, because they don't do it on that side.
Mm-hmm.
And they come over to our side, and we're like, "Vent it out, girl," and then we just hash it off. I mean, oh my God, this was like, I've been doing this for like 10 hours. It's all good. I'm really lucky to have this many family people, because the thing about family and friends, because we have friends there too, that, you know, is that we can all just like totally disagree, but in the end, we still want to be together. You know, I don't know why.
Even though your one sister was brandishing that knife.
Well, you know, she didn't do that, but I'm
okay.
just
All right.
my sister annoyingly does not get emotional.
Scooter
And-
twitches,
She
Deborah.
just gets
But that's what we all get emotional about, is we wish she would get emotional.
and you're trying to push her that way, right?
Yeah.
You
No,
gotta find.
we-
You know what you have to do? You have to find out what pushes her
No, we
buttons. Does
don't.
she have
We
buttons?
don't. We're glad. that
Oh,
she-
you're glad about it. Okay.
because she made that lasagna, and it was the best lasagna.
Oh, that
ever.
lasagna's good.
Entire
And
life.
keep her in, because if she
Fix
makes
anything.
lasagna, yeah, keep
We
lasagna.
can't go to like restaurants and stuff because we're just
No, you're too loud. They would kick you out.
yeah, and we're too
Too
and
opinionated.
we just have to
Yeah.
go through the process. But it's like we do it. I mean, if we're lucky, you know, once a year, because after this, it's like I don't want to do this again.
It's good for a whole
Like,
year, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
it's like what?
Wow.
I mean, nobody's mad. I mean, everybody's okay. Nobody's
No, the
hurt.
lasagna
It's
makes
like-
everything fine.
It's just poor Georgie's feelings that are hurt.
It's deep therapy. It's just deep.
Very deep.
He's
Yeah.
in bed.
And it's funny. It's like it's when all the women are together. Like no boys are there allowed, and you know, no toddlers or
Hi,
anything.
Pipple. No,
And that-
definitely. You don't want
I knew
you
there
don't want
was a reason
toddlers
that glass
present
door
when
was
you're
locked
doing
for 10
that,
hours.
because
you
they
know,
have diaper
all-
changes and things that take you away from the fighting.
Well, yeah.
When we
And-
drove
and-
by that house earlier, and all those guys were standing outside looking inside.
Well, but they're girls of every generation. You
Right.
Know, like
And guys of every generation are not allowed in.
no, none of them. But you know, you've got
Cooties.
the girls that are in high school and in college, and then on and on and on.
They have to be groomed. The girls in the, you know, the youngest
Yeah, and-
girls have to learn from how the oldest girls are doing it, and then
Yeah,
so
we
that
have
they can go and
advice.
continue these family traditions, which are so cathartic.
We have advice for every single one of them, and
Absolutely.
then every story has to be told. Every, you know,
Everything
Oh my
handed
God.
down. You've got to keep those
Everything,
generations. Yeah,
everything,
absolutely.
everything.
Cannot let
Everything.
that
Definitely should
die
have had
out.
a camera there.
Oh
Mhm.
my God, it's painful. But
Could
it's
you imagine
process.
watching back the videos of that?
Yeah, then that might be a whole new level, because then you could watch back and see where you were effective and where you were ineffective.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And learn from it. And then the next year you learn from what you did bad.
Yeah,
last
and
year.
like it's like a boxing match. Like, see who intimidated you. Oh gosh, she got the best of me. She rattled me. She
no, it's
triggered
not
me.
about that. It's just like
Yeah,
we
well, I don't
all
know.
think that our information is the most important information to
Of course,
share.
yeah.
And you can imagine me times like 25. It would just be horrible, but it is what it is. And plus, like my mother's 89, and she's got her word to say. You know,
Definitely, and she should be allowed to, you know, say
and you know
her word.
what? She's always right, and she's the one that made all these people.
Right? Yeah.
And everyone in the room is thinking she's the sweetest woman in the room, but she's actually the one that'll knock you off your feet the quickest.
Oh my God, she will cut you quick.
Mm.
with like nobody knows it's happening.
You heard it here, Bryan Koh.
But with a, you know, it's only for your own good. Like nobody knows it's happening.
Why did you cut me?
Yeah.
You were being a bad boy.
Yeah. It's like we want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. What
All
are
right.
y'all talking about? What are y'all doing tonight?
We're talking about we were talking about Prince Harry.
I should pay like $3,000 now because that was good therapy to recover from that.
All right.
Permanent note of video reel. Never visit
You can do
Juliana.
it with the
I will.
PayPal, Cash App, and
I
yes,
pledge.
Patreon.
Anyway,
But no, we were talking
Sports-
about Harry.
yeah, speaking of, I pledge. Oh, wait, no, that was Amber Heard.
Harry.
Harry.
Well, I'm not going to say
Hypocrite
anything
Harry.
else about him. I think, yeah.
Harry. Harold.
Everybody?
You know, his brother
Yeah.
calls him Harold.
You know what? We didn't talk about Harry tonight because there are as many people for him as again in that group, and we're not.
Oh,
we're
you
not
don't want to
gonna
go
make-
there. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. No, I mean here is fine. I'm just saying that.
Oh well, I don't think you could probably do worse than Scooter.
No. Scooter broke the mode tonight.
No, I did not. I
It was
like
sitting
And
there
just let me
beautifully
come
casted.
across with my announcement again. If you happen to be watching this on the replay, and you want to direct all your hate mail to 2, and that's the number 2, Scooter SCOOTER.
I like
Chick
Harry.
CHIC at
Just not George.
gmail.com.
I
All
agree.
hate mail, and remember again that the opinions expressed by our panel do not necessarily reflect those of Mommy Ramblings blog, aka Carolyn. Thank
I
you.
like them all.
Just not Georgie.
Did
Good.
Georgie's
Scooter
got evil
talk
eyes.
about Harry?
No, I like him, and I like Megan. I like
Everyone, including chat
Oh.
members, along with panel members,
Well, you
are
know what? My
responsible for
daughter
their
does
own
too,
opinions
so
and their
we
own
don't talk
words.
about it.
Yeah, I
We
like
accept
them all.
no responsibility for them. Thank you.
And please remember, I don't know any of these people. I just popped in.
Deborah pleads the fifth.
I
And she wants her views back also, YouTube. You stole 50,000 views from Deborah, YouTube. Get to work.
Julian, come on camera with the black eye. Come on.
Deborah's like, nope, I'm not taking the bait.
No. So let's see if anything is new on the other crazy.
What happened to your light, Scooter?
I shut the kitchen light off. Oh.
Did Georgie come?
This
is what I
is
do when
so.
Is
This
that the
is
royal guard marching
so.
out the
This is
window?
so weird. I was typing in something, and this website just came up with 3 people fighting on it. It says 10 tips for dealing with in-laws and setting healthy boundaries.
Wow.
They were listening to you.
I
Wow.
got tips for Julianne.
Guess what? Like, no in-law women are allowed at our girl thing. It's very exclusive. It's
It's an
like,
exclusive fight club.
Exclusive
like-
women's fight club.
I mean, it starts out kind
That
of
would hurt my
because
feelings.
we don't let our brothers' wives come.
That would hurt my feelings.
I'm not the one making these decisions. It's my sister. She's very bossy. But she's the one making the
Well, it's
lasagna.
still
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
They're
This,
just
ex-
as much family, aren't
this
they?
explains why Renee's been mad at me all week.
I mean, we have other things that everybody's there, but my sister made lasagna and she only invited who she invited. And it's not, she didn't invite her son's wives. She didn't invite her, you know, it's the girls in our family that, you know, like, they're, I mean, it just is.
Oh, this
Yeah.
lady. No, they
And I
are
would
not sold.
want to
This
be one of those girls in our
But Carolyn,
this lady that's yelling at me on Marketplace. I don't even want to sell her the stuff now. So nasty.
Oh man, I feel bad for Patrick's wife though.
Stop it, lady. Be nice.
Be nice, lady.
Crazy lady. Okay, now let me see here. Crazy lady.
Well, I'm getting really relaxed and sleepy. I am going to go.
Aww.
Because, you know,
Aww.
I got to do that, so.
What time is it? Oh, look at the time. Yeah, it might be time for me to go into the massage chair and to relax.
I wonder when I'll ever get one. You keep promising me every year.
You keep saying bad things about the Royals, you'll never get there.
You
don't even know how to respond.
Well, technically, Harry and Meghan are no longer royals; they're commoners.
Caroline.
What?
How long have you had that now? 2 years or?
Yes, 2 years. Yes. Oh, look who's here. Uh-oh. I feel this is going to be for you, Scooter.
Uh-oh.
Who is it?
I'm in trouble.
Hello, Linda.
Good morning.
Good afternoon,
Why are you
Linda.
up so early?
I don't know. I didn't go to sleep tonight. I watched the whole show.
Oh, my goodness.
It was great. It was great.
Thank you.
Hit those likes, ladies. We'll be seen more if we get to 100.
Well, thank you, Linda. I really appreciate it.
Scooter, I love you.
I love you too, Linda.
You have a good night.
You have a good night, too, Linda.
Call me later.
Yes, you sleep well, Linda, and sweet dreams.
Scooter, we may have finalized something.
Uh-oh.
Just so you better check in tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Answer your email, Scooter.
Yeah.
It might be something good, Scooter.
Auction later today. And we would like enthusiastic buyers to be present, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Just let me know tomorrow what you're talking about. Okay?
Today.
It's today.
When do you plan on rising for the day? Do you before 5 o'clock p.m. my time? Would it be before 5 p.m. my time?
Hey, I need sleep.
Okay.
Sleep.
All right.
We even had to rehash Thanksgiving.
Just because you only sleep 2 or 3 hours a night doesn't mean everybody else does.
Okay.
Ever since George wrote her that letter, she just something else.
Hi, Nike girl. How are you? Well, we're going to call it a night here and wrap it up and go into the Zoom. If you're a member of Patreon, you may join us in the Zoom. We'll see you later on, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll do an auction, and then, of course, we'll come back with a true crime live.
Hi, Nike girl. Good night, Nike girl.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you for the super chats. Good night.
Thank you for the likes.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, yes, hit those likes, please, on the way out. Thank you.